Benita just seems like a lot cleaner town. What I know at least. When I was living here as a kid, I know it's not a real clean town. I tried to figure it out. There's nothing open. It's the colleges.
Good evening, Longhorn fans. The students, faculty, and administration of Inola High School welcome you to Senior Night. This evening, we would like to recognize the class of 2019 seniors. We appreciate all the time and effort they have given to make our band, cheerleading, and football programs successful. Inola Public Schools and these seniors would also like to recognize the parents and guardians of these seniors. It takes a lot of dedication on the part of the family to enable students to commit themselves to an extracurricular activity. Parents, thank you for all that you have done and for allowing us at Inola Public Schools the opportunity to work with your child. This evening we will be announcing the name of each senior and their family. The seniors have roses to give as a gesture of love and appreciation for all of the support that they have been shown. Our seniors are Brandon New, Brandon has participated in the Inola Marching Band for 6 years and plans to attend University of North Texas to pursue his mechanical and energy engineering degree. His parents are George and Tamika New. Jamie Rivera. Jamie has participated in the Inola Marching Band for 3 years and plans to join the military after graduation. His parents are Danny and Cindy Duncan. Rebecca Bible. Rebecca has participated in Inola cheerleading for 1 year and plans to go to college to study to become a genetic counselor after graduation. Her parents are Scott Bible and Kathy Bible. Gracie Floyd. Gracie has participated in Inola cheerleading for 4 years and plans to go to college to pursue a career in physical therapy. Her parents are Sammy Floyd and James Stanford and the late Shane Floyd. Mackenzie Higgins. Mackenzie has participated in Inola cheerleading for 5 years and plans to go to college to pursue nursing like her mother. Her parents are Ginger and Jeff Higgins. Madison McGowan. Madison has participated in Inola cheerleading for 6 years and plans to go to college and pursue a career in speech pathology. Her parents are Darla and Keith McGowan. Addison Koenig. Addison has participated as the Inola Longhorn mascot for 1 year and plans to go to Oklahoma University to study communications in digital media after graduation. Her parents are Michael and Barbara Koenig. Michaelan Beal. Michaelan has participated in Inola football as a student trainer for 1 year and plans to attend the University of Central Oklahoma to become an athletic trainer. Her parents are Mike and Tammy Beal. Jervis Aquila. Jervis has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college at OU or OSU to become a physical therapist. His parents are TJ and Sedina Aguila and stepmom Jolene and stepdad Matt. Caleb Aguila. Caleb has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college at OU to become a physical therapist, nurse practitioner, or a physician's assistant. His parents are TJ and Sedina Aguila and stepmom Jolene and stepdad Matt. Danny Braca. Danny has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to attend college to be a physical therapist assistant or pursue a career in law enforcement. His mother is Cheryl Rhodes. Kyle Gerber. Kyle has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college to pursue veterinary medicine. His parents are Jerry and Julie Gerber. Walker Graham. Walker has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college after graduation to pursue sports management. His parents are Jason and Suzette Graham. Brody Jenkins. Brody has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college after graduation to play football and wrestle. His mother is Charlie Weatherly. Jordan Lane. Jordan has participated in Inola football for 1 year and plans to go to college after graduation to become a chiropractor. His parents are Virginia Torres and Donnie Hines.
Yeah, Jordan!
Wyatt Oliver. Wyatt has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to attend OSU IT after graduation. His parents are Sean and Denise Oliver. Jacob Rowan. Jacob has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to pursue a career after graduation. His parents are Karen and Barry Rowan. Matthew Trollinger. Matthew has participated in Inola football for 4 years and plans to attend college and pursue a degree in agricultural business. His parents are Thomas and Renee Trollinger. Jeremy Winkle. Jeremy has participated in Inola football for 6 years and plans to go to college at Oklahoma State University after graduation. His parents are Jay Winkle and Raylene Lane. Tonight we would like to recognize and thank our elite sponsors. Thank you to Jason and Suzette Graham of Daylight Donuts, Charlie and Alan Weatherly of Posse Fullerton Welding, and Left Lane Transportation for their generous donation and support.
We are grateful for our Inola seniors. We appreciate your attendance at our senior night activities. Inola Public Schools wishes the best for all of our graduating seniors. Go Longhorns!
I'd like to welcome you to tonight's game as we host the Vanilla Hornets. If you would please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
LonghornMedia.tv is the live stream website. Hornets. They should be in hibernation. Dude, my legs freaking hurt. I'm dripping flipping cold.
Remember 25, Damien Lockhart or whatever? He's really good. Hey, you better...
Inola wins the toss.
Wait.
And the first.
Is it back to
The Hornets will receive.
Oh, what is happening? Whose is this? Why? Then why is it not...
Welcome, Inola Longhorn football fans, to a Friday night edition of Longhorn TV. Tonight's game against the Bonita Hornets. I'm Tyler Swope, joined to the booth by Caleb McGowan.
Hey, Tyler, how you doing?
Doing good, Caleb. And back for the first time in the booth since last season, we're joined by Brian Bonner.
Hey, man, Tyler, good to be back with you. I thought I had been banned for a lifetime, but they said it was just for a couple of games, so that's not true. I was out town traveling, but thanks for having me back.
Absolutely, man. We're glad you're back. It's going to be fun to have a three-man crew tonight up here in the booth. Some notes before we get into this, guys. This Longhorn team and this Bonita Hornet team are so tight in the district, along with a couple other teams. I'm just going to read off our district standings. We're going to talk about them a little bit, guys, before the game start here. We've got Berry Hill, number 1 in the district. We know they're dominant, 8-0, great team. Verdigris at number 2, sitting 5-3 overall, 4-1 in the district. Inola, number 3 in the district, 5-3 overall, 3-2 in the district. Locust Grove, number 4 in the district, only because of the field goal that Inola kicked to beat them here in Inola a few weeks ago. They're 6-2 overall, 3-2 in the district. 5 is Cassia Hall, 5-3 overall, 3-2 in the district. And then we got Bonita, 6th in the district, 5-3 overall, 2-3. So you're looking at 5 of the top 6 teams. Well, 4 of the top 6 that are 5-3, and the other 6-2 overall. This is a tough district for our boys to find.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been around and watched much of the game this year, but I have kept up with our Longhorns and keeping track of what we're doing. And in our district, I feel like the teams that we've lost to, I know Verdigris was one, we lost by a touchdown, and then, of course, our other lost to Berry Hill. But still, they played them really tough. I was able to keep up with the score, and it looked like up until about later in that third quarter, they really hung with them and played really well.
Yeah, Caleb and I up in the booth for that Verdigris game, a heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, overtime, last second touchdown.
you know, and being inside, I mean, let's be honest, the anemic Longhorn offense, call it what it is, getting inside the opponent's 10-yard line 3 times and not being able to score any points out of it, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, I mean, when you get down in the red zone, you've got to be able to get it through, or at least get it through the uprights and get 3 points out of it. But definitely in a game like that, the 7 was what you needed. So
exactly right. Yeah. Well, we're about to see some kickoff here. Longhorn's going to be kicking off to the Hornets to start this game. And Rowan with a short kickoff to open this game.
It wasn't on purpose, but I had
And
to
he
move
brought
the
down
camera
immediately.
really fast. Yeah, you put the camera.
well, I'm sure there was some thought behind that little short kick. I don't know what the return game looked like. I mean, I maybe seen something the last couple of games. Maybe we did return man, or maybe just trying to see if we could get something to happen, a little magic right off the bat. But maybe we'll see that out of our defense here, Tyler.
Yeah, Brian, the defense really has been the story for the Longhorns this season. One of the best defenses that we've seen here in Inola in the past few years as far as points allowed. And that's the guy they're going to be keen on all night right there. Number 12, the freshman running back for Veneta, 27 rushing touchdowns on the game.
27? We even have 27 touchdowns.
I don't know. He is, when I asked Coach Williams about him, all he said was, well, the kid's fast. Well, actually, he's the fastest kid in Oklahoma. So, defense definitely has his work cut out for him tonight, guys.
Yeah, definitely, because I remember, last week, a couple weeks ago against Verdigris, our defense was on the field for the majority of the game. And, they got worn down late in the game, and that Verdigris running back is clearly not even close to
Well, he made the corner there.
And that's what you got to watch out for. You see his speed right there on the corner. They say, I don't know what his 40 time is, but they estimated in the 43s somewhere. And Caleb, you make a face, but I'm telling you, that's what they're estimating this kid's 40 at. He is very, very fast. They think he's probably going to be a state champion multiple times over this year, his freshman year in track. So he's got some wheels on him, let's just say that. The fullback dive here swallowed up immediately by the
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Number 12, you talk about, as far as being a playmaker and stuff, but did not carry out any fakes there. So obviously you got some defensive players. Your linebackers can key on what he's doing or where he's shifting to, kind of tell you where the ball's going. I know that's with anything, but especially when a kid's not moving, the one that's usually touching the ball.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what the coach talked about this week. They don't throw the ball a whole lot. It's a lot of hands to number 12, and they run a lot of different kind of looks as far as the linemen blocking the schemes for him. Yeah. So that's what they're going to be keen on. But yeah, anybody else touches the ball, I don't think the coaching staff is worried about the defense being able to handle them.
Absolutely, they certainly did a great job. I don't know if you saw that Caleb, outside containment right there, shoved it back in. I'm not sure who made that play, but certainly good heads-up football right there.
Yeah, definitely when they roll, so it's right off the line scrimmage and it's a to get out of space.
That's right, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 here early for the Hornet offense. Back in the pistol formation, it's going to be a play-action throw up the middle, completed, and a touchdown Hornets. Busted coverage right there for the Longhorns. Just safety, couldn't tell who it was, allowed the receiver to cross his face on the slant route, and it goes for 6.
And that'll be a struggle a little bit until they make those adjustments. I mean, if they've been working all week, kind of key on number 12 and the run play, sometimes it's easy to overlook, that pass defense. Not that we've done that, but you can certainly see that the focus was run.
That's exactly right, Brian. Yeah, definite focus on the run, off the play action there. That's not what this Longhorn defense wanted to see with 10:24 left in the first quarter, down 7-0.
Well, go back to what we've talked about earlier, when you were talking about getting into the red zone and not being able to punch it into the end zone. I mean, the last couple of years, I know that you and I have had the opportunity to watch some pretty explosive offense. So, maybe we made some adjustments this week, and we'll have an answer here in this with this kickoff that's fixing to happen in a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's, we've talked a lot this season, Caleb and I. We've talked a lot about Coach Bryant, first-year defensive coordinator here at Inola, and how great of a job he really has done, holding some explosive offenses down. Offenses like Verdigris, who the week before had put up about 45 points. He against Jay, and actually scored 45 points against this Veneta Hornets team earlier in the year. And so, you know, Coach Bryant's frustrated to see that happen, but again, I think he's going to be okay with something like that. As long as 12 isn't the one beat, they'll let other people get the ball in their hands. And if it happens, it happens. We're not going to let their key player beat us.
Oh, that was a nice kick deep into the end zone. I think that thing just about made it to the uprights there.
We get all confused. We didn't know the rules to overtime last week, Ryan. It was a real mess trying to figure out
where we're starting at and where it's going.
Yeah, we didn't.
You know, I mean, call it the game when it finishes up. That's what all that counts, right? So.
That's right. Here we go. We've got a receiver in motion. It's going to hand off to Matthew Trollinger on the first play. Matthew Trollinger, big game against Jay last week. Went over 100 yards of total offense, 75 receiving and 25 rushing. And a touchdown.
It was definitely a good 5-yard gain there for the Longhorns and a good start to this drive.
Trollinger in motion again from right to left. Hand off to senior running back Danny Brockup. Has some room up the middle. It's going to be a Longhorn first down. That's what we've known. That's how Danny Brockup come to be known this year. Right, Caleb made a lot of hard runs and hitting the hole when it's there.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like one of the hardest runs we've
We've got a play-action pass off the quarterback. Landon Krause completes it to Matthew Trollinger, and it's going to be close to a first down for the Longhorns.
He's sure stretched out there. I'm not sure they didn't give him a spot there for that. Looks like they're going to give him about 3 yards shy. Oh, did he get? No. I saw the first down guy pick up his chain like he was fixing to pull that thing forward.
It's going to be a second, about 3 here for the Longhorns. Jordan Lane, H-back in motion. Hand off up the right side, and it's going to be brought down for. They're going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We've got the third and short.
From here, it looked like that might have been a little generous, but we'll take it.
After the first down play didn't look very generous, so we'll take it on second down. Third and short here for the Longhorns. Big conversion coming up. Krause throws the ball as he's hit, and it's not able to be completed. Looking for senior receiver Kyle Gerber. See, on a fourth and short early district game against a pretty good opponent here, I think we're going to see the punt team come on. Probably the safe bet right there by Coach Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier as far as the records and stuff, and still early in the game, so no need to take any chances right now, and you're right, that's a great move by the coach.
Rowan gets it away. Got 2 back. It's going to be kind of a little handoff there to number 12, and he's got wheels, as mentioned earlier. Wow. Shrugs off one tackler, and he might be gone here, folks. No one's catching him. Punt return touchdown.
Got hit early on there, but just trying to arm tackle him instead of trying to wrap him up, and of course he's going to get through there. And like you said, he's got some wheels. Wasn't expecting to see that just quite yet, but
you know, here's something. Brian, Caleb, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago when we were watching that Verdigris game. In 4A, you don't see a lot of people field punts and actually attempt to return. All right. You don't see it as we see the extra time go through to make the game 14-0 in favor of Veneta with 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. You just don't see a lot of return attempts in 4A, and here we go. We see one with an electric punt return, and he takes it to the house. This is not the situation Longhorn are finding themselves in.
No, I mean, anytime you're in the district play and you're trying to keep a possible playoff situation alive, you certainly don't want to be digging yourself out of a hole in the first quarter of the game, let alone you want to try to know for sure you've got to have a win and then maybe a second one, but gosh, yeah, going to make it an interesting night if it doesn't turn around for sure.
Number 35, Ethan Trust.
Yeah, definitely one thing to start. But man, there's some promising. There's 5 players on that first drive. Nice run. A couple of plays there by Matthew Trump. Get him the ball a little bit here. Ball's fielded in the end zone. It'll be another touchback. That's a weapon in itself right there.
Absolutely. I mean, getting somebody back, not even have the opportunity to get anywhere past the 20-yard line. Of course, a second ago, we moved the ball quite well, got about 20, 22 yards, and then couldn't get past that. So hopefully we'll get past the 50 this time and on down towards that end zone.
We're going to see. Longhorn's going to have to put something together pretty quickly here. A hard count by sophomore quarterback Krause draws the defense offsides. Yeah, that's something we've seen all season from sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, I can remember it was a Locust program in the first game, but we saw this a lot.
I think so disciplined. That's a tough thing to do. Is brought up, is swallowed up in the backfield, but makes a play, trying to break another tackle, maybe gains a yard out of it. Yeah, that's a lot of discipline from your offensive line and your young quarterback there. And I think it was the Locust. It was like 3 in the first quarter. He just continued to draw them off sides. Oh man, they gave him a 5-yard gain. Putting away the first down marker is. I'm confused.
Yeah, no, they didn't move it back, but he had actually lost about 4 yards there.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say. Nice completion right there. The sophomore to sophomore, Rouse to Norman, goes for a long first. Absolutely. Not the most electric, fast receiver, but a great route runner that's not going to drop the ball very often. Going to see a first down and 10 for the Longhorn offense. Staying in that double wide receiver formation. He pulls it off the play action, gives to Matthew Trollinger. Trollinger takes the hit, and we've got a flag down on the field here.
You know, we're tapping the receiver down.
Looks like it's receiver downfield. Not sure what lineman got too far up the field. One did.
Kind of an interesting place where the ref was standing and where that flag came out there, but obviously he saw something there in that back that we didn't.
First and 15. See if we continue to put the ball in the air with Krause. It's going to be a handoff here for Brock up. This for about 5. We're going up second and 10.
Yeah, that'd be huge if everyone's able to move the ball in the air like we just couldn't. We've been running the ball about 50 times. That's just an insane amount of prize money.
Exactly right, Caleb. What was it against Locust Grove? 49 carries for Danny Brockup? That's exactly right. Nice hard run by Brockup right there. Taking the contact.
That was one of the few games I actually got to come home, and not to bring this up, but I was unfortunately in the home of the other Longhorns, and I was there during the week that OU lost, you know. So, but anyways, got to come home and watch that Locust Grove Inola game. And man, what an exciting game!
God, that was a great game. With the kick at the end, fantastic. It's a straight drop back. Nobody in the backfield with Krause. Goes to senior Kyle Gerber. He's going to get about 5 yards out of that screen play.
Talk about something we never see from this offense this year. We almost never see just like
Now this is more throws than we've seen in the first quarter all season. Caleb. Here we're in the wildcat formation. Danny Brockup alone in the backfield. And he's going to throw it out wide. Too wide for Matthew Trollinger. That's a wasted opportunity right there.
And almost a little dangerous. And it almost drifted back just a little ways, which would have been a fumble there. And man, talk about a dangerous situation and a spot on the field to be at.
That's going to bring up, I think, 3rd and 6 here. Thundering Herd, that is their nickname, Brian, if you hadn't heard, coined here on Longhorn TV. Brock up with the fake. It's going to be probably about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Now this is interesting. You're on the 50-yard line. We saw the punt return they had just a second ago. I mean, that's a tough call. 2 yards, you try to get the hard count. It looks like I already answered that question. That didn't take long, did it?
That's not our punter, Brian.
Well, it shows you what I know.
You're all right. I don't know what we've got cooking up here. That's actually Garrett Cummins in the backfield with Clint Stites and Danny Brockup. It's a handoff to Cummins, and he's going to have the first down.
It's a good way to rumble through there, but I love the name you give him. I mean, especially the Locust Grove game, I think, is when I saw Stites break that one loose that got us back within a striking distance, and then, of course, gave us the chance to go for the go-ahead field goal to win the game. So I like the name, but who coined that there?
It was me, the Thundering Herd. We were going through nicknames that night, trying to figure out what to call them. I think it actually was the Locust Grove game. Good run by Matthew Charlton. He's kind of taken over the Wyatt Oliver spot with this offense after Oliver broke his foot a few games ago. Played out for the season.
Yeah, that's what's usually schools that have to receive
He really has stepped up. Went from jokingly saying he had negative receiving yardage after the first game because he had one catch for negative 2 yards or something like that on a screen.
It looks like he's turned that around. He's had some good success tonight.
Yes, he has. As he breaks the screen loose and absolutely drills one of the players standing on the sidelines for Benito.
Moving out of bounds by number 11, Jaden Gordon.
May have got the chain guy there. It may have been Chad, the chain guy.
It might have been. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Longhorns.
You know, that's something too, Tyler. You've been watching or been following Longhorn football the last couple of years, and they're just having a little bit further depth in the backfield, though. I mean, because a lot of times we have one really good running back and then some guys that can get to grind it out. But, man, I mean, he's got several weapons back there, as we can see, that can get the job done.
Completely agree with you, Brian. Absolutely, yeah. From Brock up, who's kind of your bell cow, to Stites, who's similar vein as Brock up as far as just a rumbling, just slam into you kind of running back. And then Garrett Cummins right behind him is the same type of running back as well. Lost in all our talk here, Caleb, this is one of the longest drives, play-wise, that the Longhorns had all season. We're on play number 12 right here.
Wow, yeah, that's some huge.
I was really tired from Jerry's class, so I just
It's either a huge run play from Danny Brockup.
Oh, he's got to come back to it. Oh, there we go.
Great job coming back to the football, underthrown by Prowse. Gerber coming back to it. The corner never turns his head back to look for the ball. Easy pass interference.
I mean, really, in these situations, I mean, that is a good play by the receiver, right, to come back to it and drawing the penalty, though, sometimes not always intentional, but good heads-up football and help move the ball down the field either way.
That's right. And, Caleb, to your point before we saw that pass attempt, this gives the defensive players, those who don't play offense, which there's not a lot of them, but it does give them a break here and allows them to see some success. And we've talked about when they experience that success on offense, it pumps them up to go out and play defense the next time. Good move by Brock up in the backfield. Gets a couple that really probably should have gotten tackled in the backfield.
Brought down by number 11, Jaden Gordon.
Well, certainly the movement on this drive has been much better than what we've seen previously, and this is what we're going to need to do probably to wear down these Hornets here is just really grind it out. And as we do, we keep the ball on the ground, even though we've thrown it a little bit tonight. Wearing the clock down, but we've got to get in the end zone, though, to make this count.
That's right. Another hard count by Landon Prowse.
That was by 3 guys.
Another encroachment penalty on the defense. Incredible job by this Longhorn offense on the hard count. And I can't say enough. I mean, we've all played football. We've watched football at all kinds of levels. There are professionals, really good college programs. If their quarterback does a hard count, that's a false start on the offense. You got to tackle him or something. So very disciplined. See that trip set out to the right here. Hand off to Brockup. Nice read there by Prowse. Going to be a first down and goal.
Well, it's been really kind of again, I've only seen a few games, but Prowse, just seeing him develop this year from where he started at to where he's at today.
Huge development. Play action, throws the slant, incomplete as he was getting hit. So good job getting it out of there, keeping it where only his guy could catch it. It's going to bring up second and goal in the second.
Man, I love the confidence Coach Williams is having in this game. Just letting him throw the ball. He's kind of been on a bit of a short leash here today. This game continues.
We talked about it last game, and there's going to have to be a time this season where these Longhorns just trust their sophomore quarterback, and he's going to let it fly. And he's going to let it fly right here to the H-back, Jordan Lane. He's going to break a tackle. And a big block on the edge,
great block, great block.
Kyle Gerber coming back, crackback block, touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, this is exactly the time you need that replay, because I would love to see that block again. How about you, Caleb?
Well, that was an amazing block from there. Kyle Gerber, he's not been huge in the receiving game this year, but he's easily been the best blocker.
Being around Inola and being around football, again, those fans out there, Coach Daly, back when he was coaching.
Got the two-point
conversion with Brock up.
Back when Daly was coaching, we called that a slobber knocker, so I think somebody ought to get a sticker or something for that one.
That's right.
Little shout out to Coach Daly. So
he's here somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he's missed a game since he came to Inola.
The war.
Since the war.
I don't know. Well, that brings the score to 8.
I just want to say that was Tyler Schwartz that said that, in case anybody would like to let Coach Daly know.
Brings the score to Inola 8, Veneta 14. We've still got 3:41 left in this first quarter. And guys, after one long 15-play extended drive for the Longhorns, I don't know about you guys, but to me it just feels like hope is renewed and all is not lost. 14-0 feels a lot different than 14-8, especially when you're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, again, what we were talking about, grind the clock down, chisel away at that lead, which you've seen them do already. And now, wow, onside or try to get a little.
I think it was supposed to be an onside. It did not go as planned. There's going to be a block in the back, I believe. But still, good field position here for the Hornets. I like the attempt. It just wasn't a very good kick. It is what it is.
Yeah, and we had Jed Bear kicking that instead of Jake Bruno.
They might have known something was coming because of that. 49's out there to kick it. There's got to be a block in the back situation here.
Well, I think the other thing, too, is they know that we're not going to try to kick that deep ball. I mean, it's number 12's back there, right? So we're definitely not going to go try to get it past about the 40-yard line and give him an opportunity to run one back. It's hard to say, and it's tough. But, again, probably the smartest move we could have made. Or at least it worked out at this point, back to where it started at anyway. So.
Yeah, still pretty fortunate for Longhorn to block in the back. That might have been a touchdown. Here we go, first play, back in the pistol, hand to the fullback here, and he's going to go down immediately. Great job of Longhorn.
Oh, just blew that up. But we were talking about earlier about number 12. If he's not getting the ball, I mean, I don't even think he made a counter step. I'm not sure he moved it.
He does. That's exactly right. When he's not getting the ball, he just stands there. He's not perfect by any means. He is a freshman. But we saw him score his 28th touchdown tonight. He is electric.
Oh yeah, I don't want to take anything away from him. Just saying though, you can certainly see from this perspective, so when he's going to get that ball, just like just then.
He's incredibly fast. We had an angle on him, and he's off to the races. Nobody's catching him. 29th touchdown of the season.
Good blocking by the Hornets right there, and then of course we had no outside containment. He makes the corner, you're in trouble.
That's right, and I think that the refs are discussing something here, guys. Let's see if there's a holding penalty maybe on this.
He's pointing back, so
it is going to be a hold on the Veneta offense.
That's huge, huge. Man, hopefully they're the Longhorns. They can find something doing some halftime. They got to do something.
I mean, you got to be thankful for those mental mistakes, on a team that you're playing against, right? You hate them when they're your own, but love to see them when it's the other team for the simple fact for the plays like that. But just like you said, Caleb, hopefully we don't wait till halftime to make those adjustments. We've got to get that outside containment under control right now.
Yeah, because I mean, there's no way we're going to be able to beat him.
No doubt. He is so fast. I mean, we had angles on him. We had 3 guys with an angle on him. He just out. That's just a I'm faster than you, stop.
I think he waved at him as he went by. I'm not sure.
He may have. Third down and long. Gets back, maybe gains a yard on the play. Maybe 2. Good stop by the Longhorns. 3rd and 17. Big down right here, guys.
I'm surprised we beat
Who else's hands would really have the ball? It is going to be a straight drop back. Deep throw. Almost intercepted by Dalton Norman. Great defense.
Wow, good play, though. I mean, that was a way to keep his eyes on the ball and try to stay after it. So.
And again, go ahead, Cam. Go ahead. Okay. Let's say, again, that throwing is not their strong suit. They don't want to throw the football. But you put them in a 3rd and 17 and they have to.
Yeah, no choice there for sure. I'm grateful. I'm sure you are as well. So that's definitely the position we wanted to have him in. Almost blocked it there.
It was touched. It's going to take a Bonita bounce here. And Inola's going to take over at their own 23.
Yeah, we also had Megatron back there doing points instead of that.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Well, not bad field position. I mean, it's certainly not as good as midfield, but we are, what about the 25-yard line to bring that out? Definitely a good place to be in, though. I mean, instead of trying to make up 2 touchdowns as we thought it was going to be just a few seconds ago, we're still 1 touchdown out of this game.
Yeah, you can't ask for more at this point, Ryan. It'll be a handoff to Danny Brockup. He's not going to go for anything.
Kind of interesting to see how he mixes it up this set of downs and the series. Did a great job last time, though, getting them in the air, on the ground, mixing it up quite a bit, using it, good personnel, and getting them in and out. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that this series.
Yeah, a very methodical approach for the Longhorn offense last time. As you see him here, it's a rollout to the right for Landon Krause, and he's going to let it fly. Almost intercepted. Josh Keller. You know, you're going to live with things like that. Kind of wish that was actually Kyle Gerber's man that came back to that ball. Kind of wish Gerber would have ran him off a little bit more right there to get him out of the play. But here we go, 3rd and long for the Longhorns. Krause and Brock up in the backfield. Got 2 receivers out wide to either side. Minute 22 left in the first quarter. Straight drop back for Krause. He's got a lot of guys on him. Brock up with the screen. He's got a guy right on his heels. And he's going to be maybe a yard shy, guys. A yard. Maybe 2 by the time the spot's taken down.
It's actually a pretty good move of the ball, though. You're right. There was somebody right on top of him. He even seemed like he was right standing next to him when he caught that pass. So,
yeah. Looks to me like we're in our darn sure formation, and it's going to be a first down and more for the Longhorns. As Caleb Aguila moving the line. Yeah, Brian, I don't know if you've been introduced to darn sure. That's the nickname for that formation and that play. We throw Caleb Aguila, put him under center, and just push him. And the coaches say it's darn sure we're going to get a couple yards every time.
Well, I like it. Of course, I think from a few years ago when Kyle was here in the booth, they probably would have had a different name. So we'll go with darn sure.
They might have a different name. We call it darn sure. It's a deep pass to Kyle Gerber here. Good throw. And Gerber
didn't come up
comes down with what a catch. Great. Oh, my goodness. What body control by Kyle Gerber.
That was awesome. Of course, the ref, it was like he was maybe in a Western fixing to do a draw with his gun because he had the flag ready. I think he was calling pass interference and he knocked out.
I think he was. Handoff to Brock up the middle. He's got room to run.
There we go. Definitely moving the ball well. Hey, just a quick update as we're waiting here.
Go for it. No,
we have an update out of Locust Grove Verdigris. Locust Grove is 6, Verdigris nothing. Not sure what quarter that's in, but got a family member at that game.
Awesome. Thank you for the update. Big game with huge district implications, much like our game here. We got a minute 48 to go in the first quarter there in Locust Grove.
They're in Locust Grove.
Yeah. So that brings, just updating here, I know you can see it if you're watching, brings an end to the first quarter. Going to flip the field here for the surging Longhorn offense. Longhorns still remain 8, Veneta Hornets 14. Speaking of that Locust Grove Verdigris game, again, looking over the rest of some of the other games in the district, we've got Cassia Hall playing Claremore Sequoia. Cassia Hall, the 6th ranked team in this district, who I know will take on next week. They're up 6-0. We have Berry Hill already up to an early 14-0 lead over Jay. As we already mentioned, 6-0 Locust Grove over Verdigris. But yeah, huge district implications that Locust Grove Verdigris game. That's the number 2 versus the number 4 teams in our district. And if Locust Grove beats Verdigris, that puts them, now even if the Longhorns win tonight, that gives them the same district record. However, Inola has beaten Locust Grove, so they will stay above them. But if something were to happen with the Longhorns lose and Locust Grove wins, Locust Grove would jump them in the rankings. And so it's a huge district night all around District 3A4 as Krause takes a huge hit and lets it go. And luckily, that ball falls to the turf untouched.
Yeah, I mean, their linebackers just
Are you going to dress up?
Yeah, and Krause got hammered. Let's call what it is. I mean, he got lit up right there. It's going to be 3rd and short here for the Longhorn offense.
You could do that. And then you'd have to
It looks like run all the way, but we'll see. And it's a toss to Brock up. He's got some room to the outside, and it looks to me like he's going to get the first down. And he is. First down Longhorns on the 8th play of this drive.
He's brought down by number 10, George Campbell.
I wonder if it hurts when he gets tackled on the stance. I mean, I know he's protecting the cats, but I feel like that's still.
Yeah, what is it? He's got hurt on his wrist.
Their ball starts from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. this Sunday.
Handoff to Matthew Trollinger up the middle. He cuts it back to the left. Great job by Matthew Trollinger here. He's going to try to make a miss at the goal line, but he's going to hang on to the ball. That's going to be first down and goal inside the 5 for the Longhorn offense.
What a spark plug he's been for offense. He has been electric. Like, you've hardly seen him all year until the J game. Man.
No, I mean, I can't say enough.
I mean, from a touchdown.
Great job by Trollinger.
Yeah, closest to the line. Yes. Man, I don't know.
Here we go. First down for the Longhorns. Trollinger again in motion. Handoff to Brock up the middle this time, and he's going to be tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
Little shoelace tackle there coming in off the edge. I think is what tripped him up. I think that's what it was. Hopefully it wasn't his own feet.
Yeah, it looked like somebody coming off the edge.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm just trying to give the young man the benefit of the doubt. I certainly didn't want to see him trip up himself, and you know that's kind of hard to explain a little later to your friends, your girlfriend, your family. I could have won that ball game, but tripped on my own feet.
We got second down and goal for the Longhorn offense. Receivers spread out wide. Trollinger in motion. It's going to be a pass play for Krause, but he has nowhere to go, and he's sacked. Not good protection there by the Longhorn.
Definitely not the play we needed right there. So we go from just getting ready to punch it into the end zone to 9-yard line.
Huge loss right there. Going to bring Keller on in favor of, or bring on Keller for Jordan Wayne here. Going to be 2 receivers out wide to both sides of the field. Brock up and Krause in the backfield. You can imagine, I wouldn't be surprised to see a screen play here with some slants maybe. We got Trollinger in motion. It's just going to be laid out for Dalton Norman. It's going to be a touchdown.
Wow.
What? That was a great throw right there.
Great throw.
Good time and good response by the offense. I mean, right? back in the ball game, and we'll see if maybe we can go on top here for the first time and get a lead.
He got a little lucky though. He really didn't get that corner. His head was turned, his hips were away.
Yeah, and you wonder, let's just credit back to Norman's great drive. How about that?
Oh, we just did a direct snap to our kicker. We just did a direct snap to our kicker and he just ran it in.
Jed Barrett?
Jacob Rowan.
Jacob Rowan with the 2-point conversion for the Longhorns.
They did not count it. They actually waved it off there. I'm not sure if he just didn't make it in. Couldn't quite see what was going on there. But
I think they called him short. I think they called him short is what they're saying of the goal line. That's unfortunate. But nonetheless, tie ball game here in Inola. 14-14, 10:01 left in the second quarter. Man, great drive yet again by the Longhorns. And let's say, Landon Prowse, 2 passing touchdowns tonight in the first half. Great job by this offensive quarterback.
that's kind of a turnaround from where it's been at, though. Just hearing you guys talk about the games and where we've been. I mean, a lot of rushing. I've seen him air out a few this year, but certainly we've definitely relied on the run game than we have in the years past.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think he has 10 touchdown passes this year. Like, this is definitely like one of the farthest prolific passing games so far.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, at least since Wyatt Oliver. I mean, earlier in the season, a lot of bubble screens would go long for Wyatt Oliver because he'd break his big runs. As we see the
that's kind of surprising. It's going to go into the end zone there. So, but certainly not the guy we wanted to touch the ball, was it?
He was on the other side.
Oh, all right.
Took it away from him. But still.
It nevertheless made it a little bit scary there for just a half a second. So.
Here's an interesting thing for you guys. Now, this is Veneta's the start of their third drive, but in 2 drives, and even though 1 resulted in a touchdown, they've ran 8 total plays. The Longhorns, on the other hand, have run 32 plays. I mean, dominance of the clock by the Longhorn offense so far in this game.
And I feel like that's going to be huge late in the game because their defense is going to be worn down and tired. I mean, obviously it has to keep up. But like, if their defense gets worn down and tired, their defense will be nice and that'll be huge late in the game if it stays as close as it is.
You're exactly right, Caleb, and it really could be huge even before the end of this half if we can stop them and get a 3 and out or just a couple first down drive here and get the ball back. Could be huge just for that, but 3 and out here could be a game changer for the Longhorns.
Certainly, it's certainly in a better spot than where we were, just a few minutes ago, and definitely kind of like starting all over.
Yeah, it definitely is. As we catch number 12 in the backfield yet again, pushing. I'm really surprised they didn't call forward progress stop much earlier than that. They're going to give him a gain of 3 for the 3rd and 6.
I think, it certainly looked like the pack was maybe up to that 3rd, but I did not see the running back up there. It looked like somebody had him behind that line there that was trying to push forward.
Well, nonetheless, 3rd and 6 here for the Veneta offense. 2 receivers out wide, pistol formation with a fullback in the backfield.
Oh, wow, he kind of moved there a little early.
Yeah,
anybody else saw that?
I did, but he's brought down almost immediately by the Longhorns. As the punt unit come on, another 3 and out.
Hey, and we need to see that all night long. Like Caleb pointed out, if our offense can get that ball, just grind it out, get a touchdown, get us some points on the board, and just grind it out the rest of the night. The Longhorns shouldn't have trouble controlling this ball.
Yeah, and they don't block. They block the kick. It's a blocked punt, goes right into the punter's hands, and he's going to have a first down and more.
I mean, how
wow.
is that? Just
get the block punt, but block it right back to the kicker. I mean, beautifully set up though. Did a great job.
I don't think I've never seen that in my life.
I've been golfing before and hit a shot and went straight up and came right back down. It's the same concept though, isn't it?
Maybe. I've just never seen that before. I've seen it hit the turf and the punter pick it up and run. It went directly back into his hands, and he just sprinted and had blockers. I've just never 5-yard gain. That's just a momentum killer. So frustrating.
that's just unfortunate. The Longhorns literally did everything right there. And just, sitting there wanting to block that kick just unfortunately.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. I've never seen that. 2nd and 5 for the Bonita offense. Longhorn defense is going to have to come up big yet again. High formation this time.
Oh, well, they get us, draw us offsides. Unfortunately, it was almost 4 players there across the front. But maybe it's not as easy to call. They're going to talk about it.
There must be some disagreement here. One of the line judges must have thought that it was the offense that jumped offsides.
Well, I wasn't watching this back, but I'd say, of course, it was your line that jumped. So, I mean, it's harder to say, if it was a back. But this back moving a little early.
It does.
But you can obviously tell where who's getting the ball when he's moving.
You're exactly right. And it is going to be encroachment on the Longhorn defense. Should bring up a first down for Bonita. Oh, no,
they called the timeout. I think, are they going to measure it?
They are. It's going to be a timeout, and they're going to measure it. Let's see why they need to if the chains are accurate at all. It looks like the first down. We'll see.
Hey, Tyler, I was either measuring that out, I kind of waited a little bit, but I would take you back about 3 years ago. A game played at Claremore, Sequoia. I think it was you and Kyle were, I think that's what got me roped into this because I made some comment about, I was on vacation somewhere, made some comment about the game or, statistics, and we had a first down like that basically cost us the game, and man, I think Kyle was still hot about that a couple of years later.
Yeah, we got a play action pass here. It's going to be
blew it up and then he gets out.
First down. I'll never forget that game. That's the infamous Kyle Ford curse word game on Longhorn TV.
Well, I wasn't going to bring that up.
I'm going to bring it up. I don't care. It happened. He doesn't. He knows. If he was here today, he'd be like, yeah, it definitely happened. He apologized. We're good. But yeah, that was absolutely very, very similar to that. Practice blown up on first down. Very similar to that right there. Yeah, clearly the Longhorn defense stopped the running back that night short. Terrible placement of the football, and then get the first down and go on. Man, golly, I've left very few football games that frustrated.
Oh, I could certainly understand. I mean, that's a tough loss.
Yeah, we got the option play here.
Well, that's a hold.
Wow, a hold.
Clearly a hold goes uncalled.
Great.
Where are we going?
That was obviously.
We're not making any hold. Two of them. We had two different ones here in the backfield here, and then over here on this side closer to us. Not sure, but they're looking at. Maybe it's the angle that we're watching from. Maybe that's what it is. We have a better angle, better view.
We have a better view of them grabbing jerseys and pulling.
I think so. Must be.
That was like you saw his jersey just stretching out right there. That was.
Yeah, it was obvious. Well, we had several like that against Verdigris, Caleb. You remember? Yeah. You can't forget. I mean, we were calling them that.
Oh, an obvious false start right there. Not even close.
Gotta be. And you know what, Caleb? I wanted to mention it. I think it was false start on the last play as well that went uncalled. It was very close on the last play. That's going to back them up right there and make it 3rd and 14 for this Bonita offense. Now, they are in 4-down territory.
Yeah, like barring like a big loss in anything will probably over 6-7 yards for the player.
Yeah, I agree. And they may, I mean, depending upon the confidence they have in this offense, they may go for it if they don't get any yards here. We'll see. We've got a timeout, Bonita, here. First timeout of the game.
Man, that would be kind of tough to see, though. They don't move the ball at all this down. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Still early in the game, though. They've been moving. I mean, we obviously saw that we had a 3rd down situation, while 4th down situation. Go block a punt, catch your own punt, get the first down and then some, come back, a few mental mistakes, get another first down, but then to see where you're at, do you take it and don't get it now and go ahead and try to go for it and leave the Longhorns about midfield, or do they try to pin them back deep? I mean, that's going to be a tough decision.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It all depends on what they think about that punt unit. Can they block the Longhorns? The Longhorns have gotten two on both punts tonight. One blocked, like you said, right to the opponent's hand, and one did not get blocked, but they did get through. And so you've seen that twice as a coaching staff. You make an adjustment to your punt. What's your thought process there, you know? So yeah, we'll see, but it's all going to be dependent on what they do here on 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, because we still got to stop them.
He's in motion here.
You know that there's a pass coming out to the flats, but now they're going to shut it down as he moves here to the outside. Wow.
Having room to move, and he's going to be close to the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Give it to him by about 2 yards. First down, Bonita.
Well, I mean, I was a good conspiracy theorist, I guess, at my last one. I mean, there's no conspiracy, but a good theory.
A good theory. Good theory. It would have been nice to see what decision they were put to if he'd been tackled in the backfield right there. Man, you know, Longhorns put together a couple long extended drives of 15 and 12 plays. This is the 10th play right here on this Bonita drive. Hand off to the fullback yet again. And of about 2.
So this
6:33 and 6:30 left in this half. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, just as you were talking about, I mean, this is the most that we've seen this Hornet offense on the field tonight, controlling the football or the clock, you know, and so I don't want to see them get in the end zone, but we'll take this a little bit too, just defense and shutting them down a little bit. Yeah. Wow.
Great job there by the Longhorn defense. I think that was 57, Caleb Aguila in the Hornet backfield. Comes up 3rd down and long.
How many times have we said that this series?
No kidding. And there's no question here that if they don't get any yardage, they're going for it, I'd say. No question.
I mean, I could come up with another theory. No, go ahead, Caleb.
What do you think about like the Philly kick? Because I mean, that extra point that he kicked, I mean, he kicked that through like you know, pretty.
You're right, Caleb. That's actually a pretty good point. Again, though, it comes to the question: will maybe a timeout Longhorns? Will we be able to bust through that line though? I mean,
that is true.
We've been in their backfield all night. Yeah, been in their backfield all night.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the defense is doing a great job getting through there, making some good penetration when they're running the ball, when they're getting ready to pass the ball, and certainly on the kick. So, yeah, I think that's a tough call. But I go back to what you said earlier, Tom. I mean, this offense for the Hornets have been able to move the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they're moving well. Couple updates yet again from around the district. Cassia Hall up 6-0 over Claremore Sequoia, still in the first quarter. There in Claremore Sequoia. We've got in Berry Hill up 21-0 over Jay, middle of the second quarter. And the big one, Locust Grove Verdigris. Locust Grove up 6-3, 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And I suspect that one's going to be a close one.
And not to turn on ESPN and just watch that here in a little bit.
There you go. Another time they put 12 in motion here. Back to pass. Bad throw by the quarterback. Rockup had a chance to make a play on it, but he was coming up to defend that pass.
Yeah, but change of personnel coming out, so we might get to see. It looks like the kicker is coming out. Harry and a T there. Now the question is you know, is this where we see maybe a little trick play?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty long for 3A high school football. You don't see this very often.
No, but like Caleb pointed out a second ago, he clearly punched that thing through a while ago.
And it's good, looks to me. Wow, what a kick.
He had a lot of leg in that. Like, that was, wow.
What a kick. All right, 5:29 left here in the first half. Bonita 17, Inola 14 after a tremendous kick by Bonita.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out though to I actually did grow up in Bonita. I didn't move to Inola until I was in the 8th grade, but I do kind of follow where they're at. And if you take them back one season ago, I don't think this Hornet team had very much success on the field. One game maybe? Did they get it? Yeah.
Granted, I mean, this running back has been a huge difference for this football team. Yeah, tremendous job from where they have been to where they are now at 5 wins.
Yeah, I mean, they're in prime position to like have a home playoff game.
Yeah, win out, and they could. I mean, you're absolutely right. It's a possibility for this Vanita team.
And that's for them, that's a great turnaround season. For us, however, I'm a little bit selfish. I like to be the upsetter, the spoiler, and I love to see our Longhorns come out ahead tonight for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, the Longhorns prime possibility of hosting a playoff game. These next two games go in their favor. Not a lot of room, and the ball is on the ground.
Wow. That's tough.
Is that Kyle Gerber?
Couldn't quite see who had that. Was it?
Oh, Trosky with the fumble on the kickoff return for a touchdown for the Hornets. Man, what a huge swing on this game.
And that's just unfortunate right there. I mean, just Longhorns are just gonna like keep on having to play comeback and got out. Left up.
Went through another extra point, good for Vanita. That's 5:22, 7 seconds that ticked off the clock, and it is 24-14 Hornets. Man, a defensive touchdown and a special teams touchdown for. I mean, really, I guess you can count that as special teams touchdown as well. Two special teams touchdowns for the Hornets.
Yeah, Caleb, I think was fixing to say, I mean, we've already climbed out of one hole and now a second one, but the Longhorns did it. I'm not saying that we need to do that all night long, but we're definitely going to have to get the momentum back, do something, make something happen here before halftime, which there's plenty of time to get it punched in the end zone and get 2 touchdowns here and get back on top, or at least get it close and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, no choice, got to do it.
This is a huge possession, though, because if we score right here, we hit the ball to start the half. So, I mean, we have a chance to get back-to-back touchdowns and take the lead for the first time.
That's right, Caleb, we do. We see this time Kyle Gerber actually does take Ethan Trosky's spot on the kick return team. Sure, I can't see. This is Josh Keller right here, sophomore with the ball in his hands. Making some nice moves. Nice moves before being tackled. Going to start on, looks like our own 23, 24 maybe? Or are they going to be generous and give it to 25? How about that?
And Josh Keller's been such a spark, just in almost every single facet of our team. I mean, he plays a lot of receiver, plays a lot of corner. One of our better cornerbacks, honestly. He's a great corner.
Yeah, he's not a very big guy, but got a lot of fight in him. You can see it out here on the field. Well, we got 5:13 to do something with this drive here, guys. We'll see what the Longhorns can put together. We've got 4 receivers out wide to the right side of the field. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Brock up. Good gain on first down. We've got Brody Jenkins 20 yards up the field blocking his man.
I'd be embarrassed if I was that good.
It almost kind of reminds you of the blind side if he would have taken him on out into the end zone, right?
That was incredible. Just drove him for 20 yards. Screen play to Trollinger before blown up.
I think I'd get up and do a little dance there too. So
yeah,
wow,
big hit on Matthew Trollinger. Read perfectly by the defense, but Trollinger gets right back up and he's ready to play. Whoa. That's the biggest hit we've seen all year.
Well, I guess it was a little makeup for the block that we had down here on the goal line a while ago, right?
Yeah, I guess. Man. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Longhorns. Getting it out to Dalton Norman for the first down. Great throw by Prowse.
Put it right on the money right there. And the receiver was step for step with Dalton Norman. Had to hit him perfectly.
You did what I did earlier. Receiver was step for step. I called him other corners and receivers. Sorry, we're making the same mistakes, brother.
I learned it.
I know, yeah, you learned to listen to me. That's not good. All right, same personnel here, but got 3 receivers out to the short side of the field. It's going to be a screen to Danny Brockup. He's got some blocking in front of him before being brought down, and they're not going to give us the first down, or maybe they are.
Wow,
They
surprised. Where's the flag on that?
A little extracurricular activity.
It wasn't just,
He's souffleurs.
yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't taken to the ground. Williams, I think he tried to grab the wrist flag to throw it up for him.
Yeah, going ballistic. It is going to be a Longhorn first down, I believe.
Just walking back the other way. It looks like Powell got him turned back around. I don't think he was headed down there to give that guy. Oh, he might be headed back over there to give him a little word there in his ear.
Yeah, if I know Coach Williams, he's not going to let that one die.
All right, I would agree with you.
Man, I know this is a biased sports commentary, but that's an obvious call.
Oh, it is obvious, absolutely. Another screen play here. This time going for Gerber, and he's got nowhere to go. Dropped 4 yards in the backfield.
As I was saying, they missed a couple calls, though we definitely got to work on maybe feel really well. Just ripped the guy.
Sorry, I couldn't see it. Like that referee.
Yeah, just like
oh, I'm sorry. Not my bad.
All right, second 14.
Did I cuss in this one?
No.
Okay.
Under 3 minutes left in this half. 2 receivers out wide, both sides of the field. I think we're seeing these screen plays aren't going for much here. Going to be a handoff to Brockup, and he's going to get back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, but we've got a flag on the play. Let's see what they call. We've got a Longhorn helmet off, too.
That was they had a hold of Brockup, so maybe going to get a little face mask there. What are we going to get?
I believe so. Let's see. Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
Man, that's awesome right there. Would have been a 3rd and 10, but
First and 10 sounds a lot better than 3rd and 10. We'll take it. That's, man, fortunate call there for the Longhorns. 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Got to see him put this drive into the end zone, though, with some luck there as we see a play-action pass. Prowse has Trollinger.
What a catch.
Inside the 5-yard line.
man,
awesome.
He has been electric tonight. Just makes great play after great play. What a game from the dude.
Man, yeah, Matthew Trollinger is on fire tonight. I mean, wide open. Great job by Prowse seeing him. We're going to have the little thundering herd backfield here. Stites and Brock up in the backfield with Lane in at H-back.
Wow, what a combination in the backfield.
Oh, yeah, you're scared if that's coming towards you. Brock up, fakes the handoff, pulls it, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders, man. Just playing amazing.
Man, and it's just so unfortunate because, except for the couple miscues, the 2 turnovers are a huge difference in this game. 9 turnovers are always a difference in games. But man, for them to score 2 turnovers, to have the 2 turnovers and to score on them immediately, or the 1 turnover, I should say, and then the punt return touchdown, that's huge. That's a huge swing for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Longhorns, they've just been fighting through so much adversity tonight. The blocked punt that goes for 30 yards on offense. Didn't they end up scoring on that possession right there?
They did.
Yes, I mean, just stuff like that, just unfortunate thing that happened. Just able to keep fighting through it.
And the kick is up for Jacob Rowan, and it's good. Brings the score with 1:59 left in this half. Longhorns 21, Hornets 24. And guys, we've still got a lot of time left. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's a lot of time left. Got an update on the Locust Verdigris games. 12-3, Locust Road now. Put another one in the end zone.
Such an odd score.
It's kind of an odd score. Let's see what else we got around the district. I'll have to keep up on this. Berry Hill's up 28-0 over Jay. Still 6-0, Cassia Hall, Clanmore Sequoia. Kind of surprising.
That is kind of surprising. But I think both of those squads, though, have struggled a little bit this year compared to the last couple of years. So.
Well, you'd sure think so, but Cassia Hall's 5-3.
I know. Good point.
No, it's pretty. again, right there in the district race with Inola and with Bonita and with all of them.
But certainly not you're normally not saying that about Cassia Hall. I mean, let's just face it. That's normally not the problem they're running into.
Exactly right. Great blocking on that by Bonita. They're going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Very fortunate that wasn't number 12 to go because they're going to block him.
I think we're kicking it away from him on purpose, personally.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no reason to touch that.
He's
almost as fast as I am.
Almost, Caleb. Almost as fast as you. All right, 1st and 10 for Bonita. Their same formation. Put number 12 in motion. They're going to hand him the football. Going from, great job by Danny Brockup, was it? Danny Brockup.
Dude's a baller.
Great stop by Brockup.
Great way to shut the guy blocking him, though. I don't know if you saw that. Just peeled him off. Right, perfect timing. That guy, that might as well just been planned to run right into his arms.
That was awesome. Great play by Brockup.
Sounds like a book or a song to me, but we'll go with something else for now.
Minute 20 and counting left in this half.
You've missed me, Tyler, haven't you?
I've missed you, yes. And we've got a Longhorn timeout, second timeout of the half for the Longhorns.
Well, hey, our game is not the only one that's experienced some change quite frequently, but another update on Locust Grove, 12 to 10.
Hey, they just put one in the end zone.
You're talking about a weird score, though. I mean, you think about when you're struggling in your kicking game. I mean, and we've seen that throughout the years too. Just trying to get those 2-point conversions because might struggle a little bit with the kick or whatever, and so you're going to have some of those odd scores, and especially this 3A class.
You're exactly right.
Man, I want to sign over in a football game 4 to 2.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Just
safeties only.
Yeah,
that's
sounds like a Fortnite game mode. I don't know how, but it just does.
Safeties only. Oh, man. Well, there's a minute 18 left here. 2nd and 10 for the Bonita offense as the Longhorn defense takes the field. I can imagine one of the things said in that huddle right there was keep everything in front of you. Right? What, you getting another update? What's happening?
We'll talk about this in a second, but I mean, I've got an amazing score to tell you about happening in 6A football, and it's just the first quarter.
12 never had the ball right there.
I was watching it until the second.
Great play.
I think somebody told him that. I was over here commentating, saying that he's touched the Hey, so Union, was that Union, wasn't it? Union playing Southmore.
Okay.
Sophomore. First quarter. Any guess as to what the score is first quarter?
Now that you're saying it.
40 to nothing.
You're close.
Wait, 42.
49 to nothing.
Wow. That is quarterback keeper right here on 3rd down. Not going to get the 1st down. 49 to nothing.
That score reminds me of
that game will be over at halftime, though. I mean, right? Right? Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not saying like it'll be over. I'm just saying they could come back out from half, or they don't call it at halftime. They'll just run that clock. There'll be no time.
Oh,
no stopping the clock. Yeah.
The coaches will talk. There will be an agreement. Don't embarrass us anymore. Absolutely. What were you going to say?
I remember, during my middle school days, there are some games you were down by that, at the middle school. So I don't know.
You're familiar with that kind of score.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't bring up any hurt or anything, so sorry about that. Yeah, I have to get.
We're going to see a timeout here. Bonita, 6 seconds left. Guys, I'm pretty sure they're just looking to score right here. That's all this is going to be. They're going to run the last play, and they're going to try to put it in the end zone. So this Longhorn defense has got to be ready for anything.
Yeah, because, against Locust Grove, they just do the ball
Well, and Caleb said earlier, too, this would be a good position for being. Let's get off the field, get into the locker room, make those adjustments. I think that there are a few adjustments they obviously need to talk about. Come back out this second half, and they have an opportunity to come out, score the early touchdown, get back in the lead, and control this ball game.
It's got to be the plan. Coach, I don't even know if the coaches are thinking about halftime adjustments right now. They're just thinking about the 6.8 seconds left on the clock here in the first half.
Because probably one of the biggest things Longhorns teams will struggle with is probably just contain the defense. Because against Locust Grove, literally on their 40-yard line, Matthew Drummond had an amazing hit right now. Keeping up that.
That's right. And everything right there. 12 goes in motion. I can only imagine they're going to be looking for him on the wheel route, and they are. But it's going to be a sack for the Longhorn defense. That's how you finish a half right there.
I mean, good job by our corners and safeties and just the defense in general, covering the receivers. And what happened here?
Somebody called timeout.
No, there was a fumble. Was there a fumble? Am I wrong? Producer Micah, did you see a fumble on the play? Is that what happened? There we go. Fumble on the play. Thank you, Producer Micah.
That's not really the father's son.
I know.
It's not realized that.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that, Brian is Producer Micah's father.
Yeah, he named his son Producer.
It's incredible job.
Just, I was looking into the future, trying to figure out what this young man was going to do besides lay at home and sit on the couch and eat my food. We have to pay for him the rest of his life. We found him a career early on. So,
right.
He'll be moving out next week. And congratulations, son. No, I'm just kidding. He's been working hard. He's been dragging me up here to the school at 5 o'clock in the morning this last week to go to CrossFit, and man, I'm feeling it, man. I'll just tell you, Tyler, that was a long trip up them stairs today. Today was leg day. My legs are already hurting, and show up and everything was squat this, squat that. It was quite the adventure up the steps today.
Wait, up the steps. So you're just going up the steps.
I'm just coming up the steps to come up into here.
Oh, I see. That's your CrossFit.
No, I've been going with him at 5 o'clock in the morning. We go work out. Jerry Jones.
We've got a deep pass to Dalton Norman. He's wrapped up immediately, but a good throw by Landon Rouse.
A little slow getting up there, man. He had two of them bring him down. One of them came down right on top of his head there. I don't know if you saw that. So.
Okay, so you've been doing the CrossFit workouts.
I have with Jerry, and so we made it the first week during fall break. We made it one time, and we said, hey, we'll come back. And they started a little later. Had to get to work, so Tuesday showed up here at 5 o'clock. I thought I was dying Tuesday. I told them, hey, I'm going to stop right now. So my first time in, I don't want to have a heart attack on you guys. So that would be kind of embarrassing for that to happen.
Yeah.
And then we've come every day. So legs, there's a lot of, it's a lot of running, being active, going from a sedentary life. And I'm just being honest. I mean, keeping it real, right? I mean, exercise to me was a bag of potato chips and a remote control. Absolutely. How fast can you surf the channels?
I've been there.
So
all right. Well, good for you, Brian. Curling each chip. I like a curling each chip. Well, that's great, Brian. Well, hey, it's halftime, boys. The clock is ticking. So 24-21, Veneta up on the Longhorns at half. The Longhorns give the second half kickoff. And guys, we'll see you at the start of the second half.
All right, looking forward to it.
Mackenzie Martins, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bonita High School Blue Pride Band. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise at the pride of our Northern Marching Band in the field. The pride of our Northern Marching Band is proud to present your halftime entertainment. The pride of our Northern Marching Band is directed by Miss Becky Robinson, and color guard is directed by Mrs. Charlotte Harris. Drum Major Daniel Ritz, is your band ready? You may take the field for our halftime entertainment. The Ionola Quarterback Club would like to thank the following businesses for providing the pregame meals for the football team, coaches, trainers, and football players. Grand's Bakery, Subway, Sonic, Chick-fil-A, SBC Ionola, Calvary Ionola, Eden Mennonite, The Porch, and Grand's Daylight Donor.
In 2017 alone, 800 Oklahomans died from opioid overdoses. Enough opioids were prescribed in Oklahoma for every adult to have over 100 pills. Keeping old or unused medication isn't safe, and improper disposal can be dangerous. Don't let your trash ruin someone else's treasure. The best way to properly dispose of all unused medications is to use the drug drop box. Drop boxes keep prescription medications off the streets and away from children. The drug drop box in Ionola is found directly inside the police station.
Get your tickets out if you've got a ticket for the senior photo banner. We are getting ready to read the winning ticket for the senior photo banner.
Yeah, that's freaking good. Did you have the what?
The winning ticket is 481-4482. The winning ticket for the senior photo banner is 481-4482. The name on the back is Rowan.
Come on, Jordan, show me stuff! Welcome back, Longhorn football fans, to this Friday night matchup against the Hornets. We've got a halftime score of Longhorns 21, Hornets 24. I am Tyler Swope, joined in the booth by Caleb McGowan.
Hey, how you doing, Tyler?
Still all right, Caleb. And Brian Bynum tonight.
Hey, man, glad to be back with you, and I'm excited to have climbed back up them stairs. I thought we were going to have to call the ambulance to get me the rest of the way up. It was rough.
But we didn't, and I'm proud of you.
Man, we should get our own personal helicopter and fly something.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like that, I mean,
Let's get around the field, pre-game, maybe do a little aerial shot.
Teacher Gilmore, can we get that?
Yeah.
So.
No. An escalator?
That works too. Yeah, because we can race of it and just like stay in the same spot.
I want to go up and down. Well, guys, the Longhorns are set to receive the second half kickoff as we see it go right there. This is actually returnable for the Longhorns. Nice to see. Oh, we've got one of the Longhorns falling down. Matthew Trollinger takes a shot, but hangs onto the ball. Longhorns are going to start at their own 18.
Well, I mean, that's unfortunate trip on your own feet, but I mean, he was a blocker. Too bad he did trip. I think he wouldn't have got much more yardage had he got that one block, but still kind of rough to start out your half that way, and that's how everybody sees you come off the field.
Yeah, not ideal. But here we go. Longhorns, we talked about it a lot at the end of the first half there, that this is the Longhorns' chance to finally go down the field and take their first lead of this game. So we'll see what kind of drive they can put together. Good run by Danny Brockup on first down.
Well, the line's doing a great job opening up holes, and I mean, we're back to the same start we had a second ago as far as moving the ball. Maybe we'll get to see that be aired out a little bit as they continue to just push it down with the run.
Yeah, that's the kind of been the story of today for the offense. Guys, it's been airing it out with sophomore quarterback Krause. Caleb, something we haven't seen this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited that we've been seeing this, just because, I mean, the confidence it gives them for the rest of the year to go into the playoffs.
Absolutely. Huge run by Danny Brock up on second down and short.
Well, two good runs back-to-back there. He got 8 yards the first time, then picks up at least another, 25, close to 30 there on that carry.
Yeah, great run by Brockup. Great hole opened up by the lineman, and he just hit it and went.
Yeah, I mean, he carried about 2 guys, too, like an extra 5 yards. I mean, so strong to run. Amazing job.
It really is, Caleb. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another chance for Brockup here on first down. Cuts it from right to left, and he's going to gain about 3.
Tyler, Caleb said first that we started the game, though, Brockup's really good about making those second efforts, just making sure he's falling forward with the ball, that he just keeps his legs churning, and he doesn't stop until he's down or that whistle blows.
It's consistent. I mean, he does it, and not just him, but Stites and Cummins do the exact same thing. They're the same type of running back, just that never give up mentality. You see a play action pass goes to the sophomore receiver, Dalton Norman. Got to be close to 100 receiving yards here, guys. Big pass, ended the half, but that was a good 35-yard, 40-yard gain. Had a couple big ones earlier in the first half as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and you said earlier, I mean, it's been a change. We've seen that ball aired out a little bit more, which I think goes to show a little bit more confidence in your quarterback.
I'm sure he feels like there's a lot more confidence in him tonight with all these pass plays being called. And I know he's probably enjoying himself because he's the kind of guy, he enjoys passing the football.
Oh, get on it. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but wow, I'm glad we recovered that. We certainly don't need to have any mental mistakes or fumbles this half like we did in that first.
Yeah, Brian, we've talked about it. That's kind of been the difference in this game. Take away the fumble on the kickoff late in that second quarter, and the Longhorns are up 21-17. Right, and not even to mention a punt return touchdown, something you don't see that often as it is. So yeah, the Longhorns can't afford to turn the ball over here. Now it's 2nd and 17 here. We've got Krause by himself in the backfield, 3 receivers wide left, 2 wide right. Good, about 8-yard, 7-yard position we'll call it.
And I was about to say they're 1 yard from the first down. Then I looked at the score clock and I was
yeah, that's about 3rd and 11. So about 6
better than 3rd and 17.
That's better than 3rd and 17. This is doable right here. And it is, I believe this is 4-down territory for the Longhorns. I don't think you'll see Coach Williams punt it if we don't pick this up. Krause going deep. He's got a man. The corner never turned back. Another pass interference call on Veneta. Great job by Dalton Norman. Just like Gerber in the first half, coming back for that football.
Yeah, and speaking of Dalton Norman, for like the 1,000,000th week of
did you catch it? You're good.
I just tried to kill you.
Yeah, equipment or me. I'm not sure which one you were going for. So
speaking of Dalton Norman, for like the 1,000,000th week in a row, he's got the swaggiest kid.
You love the way he looks out there.
Yeah, he always dressing up with the socks and everything.
Yeah, look good, feel good, play good.
Nice to see you out there. Look bad, play bad, football.
Yeah, it was a great time for just to have that turn of events there. I mean, we needed some calls our way. Not that I feel like it's been an unfair game, but certainly having some of those mistakes happening in our favor to start this half is much better than the way it started last half.
It definitely is, Brian. I mean, yeah, it's an encouraging thing to see. And again, putting confidence in two sophomores, quarterback and receiver right there, and just laying it out, letting Dalton Norman try to come under that ball. Get the fortunate pass it's called. As we see Brock up, take it for about a gain of 3
Tackle was
there,
made by
maybe 2
number 77,
on first
Aiden
down.
Hicks. And number 8, Zane Young.
I wonder here if we're going to just keep the ball on the ground. We are. We're going to see Matthew Trollinger on another end around. Good blocking out front.
Man, he's so patient as a runner. Like, he just like lets his blockers like be able to go hit the guys and then just like so patient. I just love it.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously going to turn a 1 or 2 yard gain into a 5 to 6 yard gain, just like we saw him do just then. So you're absolutely right, and they can. That's working, and so the patience is paying off. And again, just chiseling away at that clock, chiseling away at this defense.
Hand off to Brock up the middle. He's got the first down and more. It's going to be a 1st and goal Longhorn.
Good enough for a Longhorn 1st down.
We're now in our no huddle offense. Coach Williams likes to do this when we get near the goal line.
Number 75, Brian.
Another handoff to Brock up the middle. A little less this time, but still gained a couple yards. Again, guys, another long sustained drive from the Longhorns. This will be play number 11.
Brock up on the carry.
Snap this ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see a quarterback take a shot to Gerber here in the end zone. Still another Brock up run. He's tackled forward, fortunately. Maybe gained a yard.
Number 25, Danny Brock up on
You
the
know,
carry.
I think this just goes to show the conditioning that these players have underwent and undergone as far as running the ball, hurry up offense, and still look like they've still got some fresh legs underneath them when they're running this ball.
You're right. 3rd down and goal from the 5. It's going to be a play action pass to Jordan Lane, and it's not going to go anywhere this time. Went for a touchdown in the first half. Goes for nothing here.
I think the Longhorns go for this.
The pass is complete to number 44, Jordan Lane.
I think Coach Williams is thinking about it right
Brings
now.
up 4th and
But
goal.
I suspect he's going to be fine with how well our defense has been playing. If they are pinned this deep in their own territory, I think we're going to see the Longhorns go for it. And don't be surprised if he puts the hands of his senior, he puts the ball in the hands of his senior running back here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just 3 yards to go. I mean, our offensive line's been just firing off the ball tonight, just hitting them before they hit, like, just playing great sometimes.
There you go. It is a straight drop back for Prowse. Cannot complete it to Jordan Lane in the flats. It's going to be a turnover on downs here. 13-play drive goes for nothing.
That's okay. I mean, they're deep, like you said, deep in their own territory. I mean, this is where we could certainly capitalize on a good defensive stop. And man, how about a fumble? I mean, let's talk about that. Maybe we can shake something up here and knock that ball loose and really make something happen here.
Absolutely happen. They start on their own 3-yard line. Handoff to number 12, stuck in the backfield on the first down.
How about a safety? That'd be cool. 24-23.
We were talking about weird scores earlier. Yeah, that would be kind of a weird score at this point. Yeah. Thank you, producer Micah. Locust Grove up 19-10 over Verdigris in a big district game. Producer Micah coming through the clutches. Castle Hall at 12-0 on playing the supply at the half, and the Longhorn defense does its job yet again. No gain on the rushing attempt to the Bonita offense.
We just need that one more big stop here, or just even if they could just get a little bit, gain a yard, but nothing more than a yard. Get that 3 and out like we've been talking about. And
remember, guys, we did block the last punt. It was a freak accident, went right back in the punter's hand. He took it for a first down, but we did block the last punt. Them punting back here could be huge for the Longhorns, but they got to get a stop here on 3rd down. To toss to number 12, the fastest player in the state, and he's got room to run, hurdles, and it's not going to go for a first down.
Terrible.
let's see where they spot that at. It's hard to see.
No way.
Power on Downing on the carry. He's brought down by number 80, Jeremiah Womack.
So about a yard short. Wow.
Oh, wow. They've got to know how dangerous it is to punt back here, and they haven't been able to block anybody, so I'm really curious. No new personnel on the field for Veneta. I think they are going to run the offense here, guys. 1 yard to go.
I mean, obviously after that last drive,
Be ready for the hard count.
Yeah, it looks like.
And it's going to be a timeout, Veneta.
You think they were just trying to get us a jump right there?
I do.
And that's just ludicrous trying to go for that, though.
So this is kind of an interesting. Sorry, Caleb, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I messed you up, and my apology. I was just thinking about, this year we have, brother playing brother, right? I mean, brother here at Inola, other brother, older brother, coaching at Salina. We've seen the last couple of years, and of course now we've got our coach playing his alma mater, right? I mean, he is a Veneta Hornet. Dad coached there for a number of years.
One of the great Veneta Hornets, if some stories are to be believed. Really good quarterback there from Veneta, where they ran the flex bone offense.
Yeah, I mean, his brother as well, just a tremendous athlete, just an athletic family, and but I'm sure glad he's our coach and not theirs.
Punt is almost blocked. And it's going to take an Inola. Go ahead, take an Inola bounce. Love it. Yes. Same wavelength there, Caleb.
That was kind of cool.
That was kind of cool.
Well, I mean, I know we wanted to punch in the end zone a few minutes ago, but we get the ball back in probably the best position we could have asked for, right? We didn't have to return it. We kept them from getting the first down and really truly getting that 3 and out. So, man, good position. Now if we can just capitalize on moving this ball.
Right, 24 yards to go. We've got Brock up in the backfield at quarterback, and it's going to be a keeper. He's going to break the first tackle, and he get swarmed after a gain of 3.
Good pickup, though. I mean, again, just moving that ball 3-4 yards at a time. I mean, can you complain about that?
Oh, man, listen, okay, there we go. I was waiting on them to move the sticks there. 2nd and 7 here for the Longhorn offense. Kraus in at quarterback. Play is faked. Trollinger's got blocking in front of him on the screenplay. Great job hitting the edge there. It's going to be a Longhorn first down.
And the back out here doing the blocking, though, good. I mean, he released at the right time, right? Because, I mean, any longer he holds that, he's holding or blocking the back. So, I mean, wow, just much different. I shouldn't say much different, but definitely playing a little bit better ball this second half than we started out, even though we did get some points in the game.
Absolutely right. Hand off to Brock up on first down. Goes for a gain of maybe 1.
Brock up on
first and 9. Guys, we're on the line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line there on first down. So we can actually get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 2nd down and 9 from the 10-yard line. Inside the 10 yet again. Straight drop back. He's got a man wide open. Oh, not able to make the catch is Dalton Norman.
That might have been one of the most stressful 2.5 seconds of my life. Seeing that safety come over like that.
It did.
Normally he'd do that system.
It did.
And if he'd have picked it off, he had nothing but green field in front of him.
No, you're absolutely right. So I understand the stress there. Hey, man, as they're getting the play called in, a battle going on in Locust Grove. It is now 1917.
1917. Locust Grove up over Verdigris. Hand off to Danny Brock up. He's dancing. Nowhere to go. Breaks another tackle, but he's got a lot of Hornets coming right at him with a big loss for the senior team.
Oh, wow. That guy, clear penalty. And then shoves him.
Ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
And Brock up comes up limping on his already injured knee from last season.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
the crowd.
Yeah,
you can hear it reacting. You can hear the crowd reacting as they should. A late hit, and our senior running back is down on the sidelines being checked out by the trainers.
I'd like to say that guy was picking his pocket for his flag, but I think he was picking something else and wasn't paying attention to that play.
There you go. Now, huge 4th down here. Still a gain of some yards. Bonita deep here. It's going to be a play action pass and a launch deep to Dalton Norman, and it's too far. Turnover on downs yet again for the Longhorns after 6 plays.
Wow, that is tough. Your top running back. Of course, you know they're not lacking weapons, though. I mean that is the good thing about the way that we've been running the ball this year. I mean, but I don't want to see Brockup out. I mean, I don't think any of us want to see any player out, but certainly not Brockup. He's been tremendous on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, he's still down on the sidelines as well, Brian. Really hope he's okay as Verdigris takes over on their own 18-yard line.
Oh, wow.
And 12's wide in the open field. I don't know if anybody can quite catch him here, and we cannot. Huge run.
Did he not step up?
82-yard touchdown run.
Wow, that's just, again, shift the momentum. We have made some plays tonight, get back into where we need to be in a position in this ball game, and then it just takes seconds for it to kind of go back the other direction, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and we know what he is capable of. 29th touchdown on the season for the freshman from Bonita, who's really changed their entire football program by his presence. As we see the extra point is good. With 2:27 left here in the third quarter. Bonita 31, Inola 21. Things a little uncertain as senior running back Danny Brockup still trying to stretch out that knee on the sidelines.
Man, with as good as he is a running back, though, honestly, we'll probably miss him more than on the defensive side of the ball, just because how deep we are at running back. But he's a great outside linebacker, just an amazing outside linebacker.
Now, with an understanding of what we're trying to do defensively, it's a huge deal to have linebackers that understand your defensive scheme, and that's exactly what Brockup is. And he's trying to stretch out that knee, but you can tell he's in a lot of pain over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's even more unfortunate that it was on a dirty hit.
Yeah, I can call it what it is.
They didn't even get called.
Well, I mean, that's the second time we've seen it tonight, though, over here on our sideline, right in front of the ref, and obviously next to the coach. So, I mean, twice. Late hit out of bounds, not calling it. So, I'm not sure if they're watching the same game we are or just deciding to let it play on tonight. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's definitely not anything we want to see go on any further.
No, definitely not, Brian. See another kickoff go into the end zone. Touchback. Inola will start on their own 20 yet again.
Yeah, I'm going to go away the track.
Well, guys, I mean, the Longhorn offense has got to pull it together with or without Danny Brockup here. You're going to see Clint Stites in at running back, the junior, who is a great running back in his own right, and you may see some of sophomore Garrett Cummins sprinkled in there as well. See the first handoff go to Clint Stites. Whipping backwards at the line of scrimmage.
He's kind of exciting to watch, though. I mean, and we talked about this earlier. I keep bringing up the run from Locust Grove, but he's just an explosive runner. Just he keeps those legs turning, and then once he hits that seam, he's gone and very quick, you know, for his size. But he's definitely got the wheels underneath him to support what he's got going on.
Exactly right. We see Kraus hand to Stites yet again. Gain of about 4, and again allowing them to just continue to play on when forward progress has clearly been stopped. Typically called much earlier than that.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly, I don't know if you can hear it through the microphone, but obviously there's some fans on our side trying to help them out call this game as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. All right, it's got a 3rd and 4 for the Longhorn offense. See what Coach Williams dials up here. Put Lane in motion from right to left. It's going to be a play-action pass, straight drop back. It's a screen play for Trollinger, and he has nowhere to go as he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. I can only imagine we're going to have to see the punt team come on.
Yeah, not much of an option that far deep in your own territory, and obviously this Hornet offense been moving the ball again. The second half, of course, got one guy that touched the ball, and that's about all they need. So,
yeah, and remember here the way they do their punts. If we punt it to 33, I fully expect him to hand it off to 12 yet again. So it might be a safer bet to just go ahead and punt this thing out of bounds. Lowen's going to punt it to number 12, and they're actually going to fake the handoff to 33, and 12's got some room. Good starting field position here for the Hornets on the Longhorn side of the field. It's going to be the Inola 43rd. Best starting field position.
Brought down by number 80, Jeremiah Womack.
Yeah, we got to run.
Well, guys, I don't think anybody really needs me to say it, but this Longhorn defense has to come up with a stopper.
Oh, absolutely. But I've watched some of these players run on and off the field. I mean, they're feeling it at the moment. I mean, we're still midway through the third quarter, and seeing some of them, they've spent a lot of time out there on that field tonight.
You're absolutely right. As we see a big gain yet again by the running back of Anita. First down. Got to find a way to slow him down. He's kind of seems like hitting his rhythm here in the second half. As I believe we're going to see the third quarter siren ring here. Yes, we are. It's going to bring into the third quarter. I know we're 21, Anita 31.
And it's really unfortunate this time.
That one play was huge. Huge for a lot of reasons. Huge because you see a guy go down in injury, especially a senior, it shakes everybody up. I'm telling you. And not only just a senior, I hate to mention this, and I hope Danny is just something minor, he can be back next week. But ultimately, a guy who lost his entire season last year to a knee injury on the exact knee seems to be bothering him now. And that's going, as one of the other players, it's going to shake you up. It doesn't matter who you are, how tough you think you are, it's going to bother you. And I think that's what we saw. It was immediately on the first play from scrimmage after Danny's injury for the Veneta offense, they go 82 yards on touchdown. I mean, it's something you see in football pretty often, especially at the high school level.
Yeah, and things like that. I mean, it's hard to recover from stuff like that. Even if you do have other backs and other people to go to. I mean, he plays been a key to the defense tonight, especially stopping the runs to the outside by number 12. We've seen him make a few stops there, and then of course momentum. I mean, he is a leader to this defense and offense.
Exactly right. We see a toss to number 12 here, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Longhorn defense there. The third and long for this Veneta offense.
Tackle was made by number 49, James Rowan.
Got to get a stop right here, guys. Huge. I mean, you can't overstate it. Longhorns have got to get the ball back right here. I mean, I know it's early, but you're down by 10. That's the fourth quarter. And you've got, looks like Jacob Rowan trying to hobble off the field here. Another injury to a senior. I'm not really sure. Looks like a sprained ankle situation maybe for Rowan. Same offense. We've seen that high formation and a toss to number 12 for Veneta. And he's not going to get the first down, but he's going to be close. And I'm willing to bet we won't see for Veneta.
Well, Tyler, just a couple of quick updates. Berry Hill 49, nothing.
They hit their stride again.
They did, and then let's see. I know that the other game they were interested in, Locust Grove Verdigris game, still 19-17. Got a text that said that Verdigris got a turnover, but went 3 and out and had to punt out of their own end zone. So, man, just a battle going on over there.
Two pretty good teams going at it right there. Two pretty good teams here too. It's 4th and 3 for Veneta. It's a pass all the way for the quarterback.
What a hit! What a hit by Dalton Norman. What a play right there to keep the Longhorns in the game. Lil Norman.
Hey, well, that was definitely very timely as far as not from just a perspective on the play, but as far as what we needed to see out of this defense right here. Couldn't afford to have them get another first down and control that ball. So we need to do something and do it quickly.
Man, what a play by sophomore Dalton. Knocking the ball loose. That's a momentum changer for your offense, too. Now let's see the offense see some fire in their bellies as they come out here. Pass all the way. Almost intercepted. Landon Krause looking deep. Matthew Trollin.
Yeah, just a little bit underground.
He'd have been able, if he'd have seen him a little bit earlier, I don't know what the reads were on that play there, but Norman, they played a little cover too. Norman settled in between the safety and the corner right there. Krause just didn't see him early enough, and then the safety came over. That was actually the far side safety coming over with Trollin.
Yeah, and it also kind of looked like trying to throw Adam instead of what they do with the field.
All right, to roll out to the right. Krause on the move, completes it. And
that's
again.
Finally! About the third time.
Great job by Kyle Gerber standing in there, taking the hit after a big gain on the play. Great throw by sophomore quarterback.
I would have blown a gasket if they didn't call that.
Williams
blew a
stopped
gasket, and they did. My ear hurts, sorry.
Williams stopped right behind the guy. I wonder if he said, hey, that's how you're supposed to throw that flag. But that would have been me, though. I mean, because he can't say that as a coach, but certainly up here in the booth, I can say it. Hopefully that doesn't get me excused from the booth again.
That's right.
Of course, this is our last game, though, right? That we'll
yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man?
Yeah, escort me on out the stadium.
Well, hey, I love seeing this aggression by the Longhorn offense, putting it in the air the first two plays, then a handoff to junior running back Clint Stites. Cuts it up the field, gain of 4.
Turns it up at the right time, though, too. If he come any further out to this edge, I mean, he would have been met with all the Hornets over here and not got quite the gain, maybe gained a yard. So did the right thing by turning it up. I don't know about you, and I'm sure you watch football fan, you know, those guys that want to try to run it back and forth. I mean, as many yards from sideline to sideline as they do going forward, that's a little frustrating.
Play action pass going to Dalton Norman right here. He goes.
What a catch! Oh my goodness! This kid is a beast! Wow, makes the biggest defensive play of the night, and then makes probably the best catch of the year I've seen.
That was very, very good. I'm gonna step out for a second. I'm gonna go get my hearing checked. I think just about blew out my eardrum. I'm just kidding you, man. This is exciting to be in the booth. Tyler and I have been in here and had some pretty loud conversations. Go back 3 years ago to Keys, where we blew out the people that were in the booth next to us trying to do their radio show.
Oh, my.
We understand.
We do understand, as the kick is good from Jacob. No good from Jacob Rowan. I apologize. Makes the score Inola 27, Veneta 31. Guys, it's clear now. Dalton Norman is way over 100 receiving yards on the night. 2 receiving touchdowns, and none better than that one right there.
Do we have two people over 100 all-purpose yards tonight with him and Matthew Trollinger?
It's going to be close.
Because I don't know if he has 100 receiving, but he might have 100 like with his
close
in the round.
Yeah, he's going to be close. Just a great offensive showing there. Man, what a catch by the sophomore receiver. You know who he looked like right there?
I was getting ready to say the same thing. You were thinking.
Go ahead. Who do you look like, Brian?
Like his big brother.
He looks like his big brother right there.
I was thinking CD Lamb.
That's his brother Jacob a couple years ago broke the Inola record for receiving touchdowns in a season, and the record-breaking one was one not unfamiliar, or not too similar to that yet, but it was a one-hander in the back of the end zone. Whereas Dalton went up and got that one. But, man, very similar touchdowns right there for the Norman brothers. Got to get a stop here on the kick return. Man, special teams is killer. They're going to start on the Inola 52, it looks like.
Number 13, Darius Morgan.
Back-to-back possessions starting on the Inola side of the field.
We certainly don't want to see him on that side of the 50, having the ball, going to push it down the field. But the defense did an amazing job last time out. So let's see if they can work that magic in, get the Hornet offense off the field, and get ours back on. I mean, it's still some good excitement going on with this game.
There's not a 50.
Oh, you're right, 48. So
whatever. Yeah, 48. Same thing.
I think we did that a couple of years ago. We were talking about.
Yeah, but Ford was more of a jerk about it. Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah, thanks, Caleb.
Not a very clever thing to do.
I am losing my mind. Think about that. 52.
Yeah, so someone can help me recover after that. So, wow.
9 minutes left in this ball game. Clock is ticking. Second and 7. Back first down. Matter of time. Ball's back at number 12. Well, here he goes. First down, Benito.
So would that make that about the 68?
Something like the 68. 52. Where am I?
That wasn't you. It was me.
Did you say that?
I thought you said that.
I thought I said.
Did you say that? I think I agreed with you.
You agreed. I said it. He was like, "Yep, 52-yard line makes sense. We know what we're doing."
Well, the 11-year-old teacher on my team. I said 11.
Instead of 11-year-old.
Instead of 11.
Good stop by the Longhorn defense.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, that is one thing. Yeah, we missed Kyle on that one. Second and 9. Good stop on first down.
And that's a huge possession right here. So we cannot afford them to put field goals out of our here.
Field goal's all you can allow. 7 minutes to tie it up. That's the way I look at it. Field goal's all you can allow. You know they've got to kick it, so you got to do things like that right there. Stop them in the backfield.
Certainly, though, we're still at the same spot we were at here, but not even just a couple series ago. We're going to definitely have 2 more stops. And the kid's got a leg. I mean, not that that's field goal range, but
maybe
another
10 more yards.
10 more yards. I mean, and they're back in field goal range.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much. And then here we go. It is going to be a toss to number 12. We've seen it before. He's patient, waiting on his blocks. Had backside contained, and he's down!
Great containment right there. I mean, just everyone was filling their holes right there. Just amazing.
Jervis Aguila with the tackle at the end. Brings up 4th and 15.
So, I mean, I understand this call. I mean, they definitely, we were thinking for 4-down territory, but they can pin the Longhorns deep here if he kicks it right. It doesn't get too much leg on it. I'm kind of hoping for too much leg or even just a short little kick out of bounds would be all right with me.
Yeah, shanks it here. That'd be nice. We'll see here. And the punt is up, and it looks like a good one. They are going to pin the Longhorns inside their own 10.
Hey, but you know, some room to work though. I mean, it's like, at least he's not like on the 1 or the 2-yard line where we're having to fight our way out to keep from getting a safety. So now he can at least move around a little bit, and they can do a few more things with the ball than if they were pinned that deep, 5 yards or less.
Hey, it looks like the senior Danny Brockup's coming out back into the game. This is huge right here.
Danny Brockup going. I saw him go to Coach Williams, tell him he's ready as he runs down the sideline.
Yeah, definitely has his helmet on.
Yeah, he does. That would be a huge boost to the morale here for these Longhorns. You see a run here by Clint Stites. Good hard run up the middle, goes for about 4.
And yeah, he's coming in right here.
We have Danny Brockup back on the field.
Hey, props to Clint though. Clint did a great job working in there. I mean, he's just working, moving that ball like he should.
Yes, he is. Brockup with the first carry coming back in. Goes for about 1. Bring that 3rd down for the Longhorn offense. And again, I hope we don't get too scared to throw the ball here. On 3rd and 5, I think the whole playbook is open for the Longhorns.
Yeah, I mean, Landon's really proved himself tonight. He's made some big-time throws.
Yes, he has. We've got a play action here. Man in his face, and he's going to be sacked down at the 1. They're going to call forward progress stopped at about the 3-yard line. The Longhorns are going to have to punt it.
Man, on 3rd down with that, you got to get better protection.
Yeah,
I can't quite tell. I don't think it was a screen.
No, it wasn't. You got to get better protection. It was play action. I'd be surprised if it's just a straight drop back. 5.5 minutes left in this game. 3 timeouts left for the Longhorns. It's going to have to be a 3 and out on this next possession if they want a little bit of time. Lowen with a line drive punt. 12 fields it, fakes it, and he's taking it up the field. He's got room to run. And he's going to take it into the end zone. That's going to be.
Is there a flag on the field?
There is a flag on the field.
Two
If
flags.
not, I think that's. I don't know if they ruled it a touchdown.
It looks like our defender, as he was tackling, had thrown into the end zone.
Well, I mean, hopefully we don't get another punting situation, but I think I would take that risk of punting it out of bounds a little further and at least keeping it away from him. If he's not touching the ball and catching it, and they're going to fake it or they're going to hand it off to him, and we've seen that time and time again tonight. So I don't know. I would try to punt it anywhere in his direction anymore. Just don't have quite the delay to get it past him enough, and he's certainly quick enough to get back if you did get it over his head just a little bit.
Absolutely. There were 2 penalties on Bonita, 1 declined. Block in the back, accepted. Bonita is going to start on the Inola 43.
Not completely unfamiliar territory for the Longhorn defense, and certainly going to have to do something quickly, though. I mean, we can't wait around and nurture this thing. We're going to have to get them off the field in a hurry.
Exactly right. 5:07 left in this ball game. Longhorns down by 4.
Man, these last 3 games, they're doing
no kidding. High formation, expecting the toss and the fullback give. There's a fullback give.
Good tackle right there by Jeremiah Roman. Little shed his block right there.
Up a second down and about 5 or 6. You got to worry about 12 at all times. It's just a threat. Take it to the house.
Yes, it's huge though. I guess it's not a
There's the toss out of the I formation. We've seen it a lot tonight. Brought down by the Longhorn defense. Great job.
Man, our defense has just made key adjustments. It's been able to keep him in check for an outside of just keep one of the best quarterbacks in the state in check.
Great job by the defense. Timeout here by the Longhorns. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in this ball game. Again, 4-point game. Longhorns 27, Hornets 31. And the Longhorns are looking to get a stop here on 3rd and most likely 4th down, and try to take it to this Hornet defense and get this one.
Well, we've certainly seen them do it a couple weeks ago with Locust. I mean, it was kind of a similar situation. Had to have a quick touchdown, did it. Of course, in that game, we had to turn around and get the ball back and kick the field goal, but I didn't like the way that it almost ended, because that was a little bit I can't imagine how you guys were reacting here in the booth. I mean, great play there at the end of the game, but man, talk about a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah, we were freaking out. It was, I will say,
we weren't saying words.
It wasn't words. Yeah, there were no words. It was when Barrett hit the kick, though. That was the real scream. I've not yelled that much in a long time. Oh, we got a pass here, and it's going to hit the ground.
Oh, they called it.
No, that's clearly a forward pass.
And the guy who's saying it's a backwards pass.
What? I don't understand what's happening.
The line judge on this side saying it's
a backwards pass.
I'm confused. The line judge over here by Coach Williams on the Longhorn sideline said it was a lateral, so I'm not really sure.
Well, they said the wide.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was a lateral. It looked like it was a little bit forward, hit the ground.
They're going to replay 3rd down because the refs can't get on the same page.
Wow.
Replay 3rd down after a terrible throw by the Bonita quarterback.
Got some questions for this guy on this side. If I cut out a little early here at 3rd to end, I'm just going to try to catch that cat before he leaves. He said ask him a couple of questions. I can't repeat what those would be on the air. I'm really good at it.
Man, they just terrible throw there with the court. It just gets bailed out by just terrible fishing.
I mean, that's a bad call. We are even with it. We can see if it's a lateral or not. It's not. It was a little bit forward. That's not a lateral.
Honestly,
wouldn't be surprised. Oh, we're going to fake it this time and go deep. He's got a man wide open. Can't make the throw.
Luckiest play of the year. Oh my gosh, the closest guy was 30 yards away.
Oh, listen, I'm going to great call by the Benita.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I would know.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, what a call by the teaching staff. The Longhorns are so fortunate. 4th and 6. Not helping enough for this. I got to start moving the hospital at 5 a.m., Brian.
Come on, man. I would like to say I work hard the entire time. I do a lot of sweating just because I'm fat and old. But I cheer my son on while he's there and tell him he's doing a good job. And I say, hey, why you get your 50 and go ahead and get mine too.
That's good. That's good. Here we go. 4th and 6. Biggest play of the game for Longhorns. Got a man wide open, and it is not caught. He wants the pass interference, but it was great timing by Ethan Frosty at safety. Turnover on downs, Benita.
Man, that's huge for him. He's had a couple of just unfortunate plays. I mean, he's the person that fumbled the ball and great play to him to talk about his quick
I mean, we know that this offense can move the ball quickly. We do need to move it fairly quickly down the field, but not so fast that we put it back in their hands, give them opportunity to score. So chisel away, just work the run game to our favor, and get that ball down to that end zone. But we are going to have a touchdown. There's no getting it close to kicking a field goal at this point.
Exactly right. Down by 4, straight drop back pass to Landon Prowse, and he's got Dalton Norman wide open in the middle of the field. Norman makes a move. Makes another move, and he's going to go down after a big gain on 1st down for the Longhorns.
Man.
He's got to, I mean, is he nearing 200, boys? He's got to be.
Got to be. Got to be close.
Incredible game by Dalton Norman and his sophomore counterpart, Landon Prowse.
Man, this is awesome, because I remember last year doing the baseball season, which is in March, April, and May, and like I'd be leaving practice, which was close to 6 o'clock.
Oh
my gosh, got leveled.
Got absolutely leveled, and the guy who hit him is the one that's going to come up lame. Landon Prowse pops right back up. Longhorns are going to retain the football after Prowse's fumble. Prowse is holding his side because there is no way he feels 100%. And I think it might just be a cramp. No, I'm talking about Benita. It looks like they're stretching him out here. I'm talking about the Benita player. It looks like it's a cramp. It looks like they're stretching him out right now. Got leveled.
Yes,
did not see it coming at all. Clamp stretched out for the Benita player. Going to bring up 2nd and 15 for Longhorns. And all I can say is I am glad that Landon Prowse is okay.
Yeah, that was just a missed block right there. I mean, that's huge. You cannot miss that block. I mean, that's a left tackle right there.
I mean,
no, it's a crucial point in the game. Obviously, you're right. Can't miss things like that. I would imagine somebody got a talking to right there at that break.
Yeah, protect your quarterback is probably the talk. All right, Longhorns 2nd and 15. I'd imagine they'll put it in the air right here. Little pump fake action. He's going deep. Oh, good throw.
Good. He's kind of favored his to be the left side there a little bit. I want to say right after about the came into that 3rd quarter. So we kind of got some injuries going on tonight.
Exactly right. Guys, you don't have to pick this all up in one chunk, but Dalton Norman's got one-on-one coverage on the outside. It's a screen play to Danny Brockup here. Prowse gets hammered, but Brockup's got room to run. Big game for the Longhorns.
Huge play right there. And Landon Prowse, what a gamer. He's taking shot after shot.
Got a block in the back
there. What a gutsy
there.
performance.
Got a block in the back, it looks like.
This one's coming back, if that's the case.
You know, the crazy thing is that the only block that I saw right where he threw that flag at, is that what he got, or was it a hole?
Not really sure. In high school football, that's just still going to be a 3rd, and now about 6 for the Longhorns. Still, great play there. 4-down territory right here for the Longhorns. at least the game that much before we got the blocking back, or it would have been a real problem. We've got 2 receivers split out wide to the left, 3 to the right. I think there's going to be a false start on the Longhorn offense. Look like how they're going to kick off a little early.
And you cannot have that, especially if it's
So we didn't like the position we had, so go back to the position we were at when we got the first game.
Self-made adversity here for the Longhorns. 3rd and 11 now. 3 receivers out wide to the left. Looks like we're going to have 2 out wide to the right. Krause by himself in the backfield. Empty backfield here for the Longhorns.
Line needs to do a good job protecting him here, and then he needs to get that ball
Quick
off.
throw, a screen, and Norman with his first drop of the night.
It's so uncharacteristic. Honestly, that might be his first drop of the season.
That's a I'm ready to catch this, and I'm looking ahead to see where I'm going to make my move. Really unfortunate for the sophomore receiver. He's had just a tremendous
But that's a good point. Sophomore receiver, sophomore quarterback. I think we got a repeat coming here in the next couple of years of a duo that we got familiar with and was able to call out their names for a couple of years in a row. So pretty exciting. Don't want to move past the season, certainly not, but still.
Throws it up for grabs. And it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Longhorns at 5 minutes.
You know, the 2 so I mean, not completely over, but it's going to be
a little bit frustrating to turn it over. I mean, that's
and we can't even blame that. Shooter posting a foot right there. Just great run by Dave. Completed to just guts of the corner and rather than we got a quarter point. False start by receiver wide receivers.
Anita gives number 12. He is electric.
He runs out of bounds.
Thank you.
I'll take that.
Freshman. After a gain of about 5, I'd say, on first down.
And if he was probably a sophomore, yeah, honestly, even just a sophomore, probably
the Longhorns take that 2nd down and 5 here. Longhorns have just got to. I mean, they're going to keep tossing. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's been their best play all night long to toss, and that's between the tackles. He's got a lot of field out here to the right side if they want to toss it. And the Longhorns are going to have to do something about it. He's got the speed to take this all the way. Oh, almost stripped. Almost stripped. Couldn't quite get there. Huge gain for the Bonita offense.
The Locust Grove still winning over Burgess 25-17. We're trying to keep up with that game, but man, going to make it tough from here on out. Depending on where we're at, it looks like where we're headed for this outcome. So,
yeah, it's 2.5 minutes and counting left in this game. We're first and 10 for the Bonita Hornets offense. Another toss to the wide side of the field. Number 12, freshman running back. Incredible patience and goes out of bounds, not before or after waiting the first down.
Counting on the play. Driven out of bounds.
He's got to be 150, 160 rushing yards tonight. And that's honestly, I think our defense hasn't done that really against him. You know?
No, I mean, 90% of that's just 80-yard chunk plays. I mean, you player of his type, and you're not going to continue all the time, so we're just going to set that.
It's not like they're letting the clock go down to 1. Another toss. No blocking for him that time. He's stuck in the backfield. And again, if you can find a way here to hold timeout, 7-1 this half. If we can find a way to hold them to a field goal attempt, and I know they'll do it this close in. I really believe they will. If there's any time left on the clock for the Longhorns, it would be a 7-point game if you can hold them. But it's all about holding. If they score here, it's game over. No, I mean, there's just no right, there's no sugarcoating it. I mean, if you talk about the score on the first play, onside
kick, and then immediately score, and then do you think does?
There's got to be a lot of luck involved. So, I'm saying there's a chance. Man.
Let's absolutely. That's just 3 points away.
We had 3 quarterbacks.
But then again, though, when you do go for it, and you're this close, and you can only lead.
It should be second down. Down marker showing first down. It should be second down. There's a somebody's paying attention. Second down and goal here for Veneta. Big game with district implications for both teams. Well, stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're going to see another Longhorn timeout. Yes, we are. Last timeout for the Longhorns.
Man, honestly, even with how good their toss plays been, do you think they'd be a little scared to call right here just because they're slightly dangerous just tossing the ball up like that?
Might see a play action. Try to talk.
Take toss and just throw it.
Here's the only reason I think we won't see a toss, or why we won't see a pass, is because if it's incomplete, I think they're gonna toss it or run it up the middle and take what the defense gives you. I think they're gonna kick the field goal. I can't imagine, unless they're like, there's no way the Longhorns will go 90+ yards. And they may think that too. They may think the risk is worth it.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, of course, for us, the best case scenario, we get a stop here. They kick the field goal. We are going to have to immediately, of course, take it back down the field with no timeouts and get the touchdown. And then we have the decision: do you kick it through for the tie, or do you go for the 2-point conversion? But let's see how we do on this stop first before certainly we make the rest of those playouts. But need a big stop here for sure.
He's going to get tossed to the left that we've seen many times. He's got a little bit of room, but the Longhorns are going to stop him. Finally stand him up.
Oh, are you kidding me? How do they call that after so many missed late hits by Veneta? That is just terrible.
Well, I'll say because it wasn't on this side of the field.
That is just terrible.
We've seen the guy on that side of the field make some calls. I agree with you, though.
And we've got Coach, there's going to be now a personal foul on Coach Bryant. Getting the line judges here. What a...
That's just terrible.
Yeah, after everything that the Longhorns have had to deal with tonight, late hits, one hurting running back game off of, and then this is what's going on. And I mean, we're still waiting to see. I know one penalty is for sure on Coach Bryant. Getting outside the penalty spot. Talk to Coach Williams.
I'd be surprised if they ever rip another Noah game again.
Let's see. And there's going to be another penalty because Coach Williams said something.
Soft.
I mean, this is out of control now.
Do you want me to do the lip sync from up here? Because I can see pretty good. So
this is soft.
I mean,
this is so soft.
That would be bad, Brian. I can only imagine what is being said down there on the field, but this is utterly ridiculous.
It's soft.
I bet it. Let me just say this. I bet it resembles what I made mention to earlier about the other guy and picking things.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Of course, then again, it could have been something about heads and places it shouldn't be. How's that?
Let's see. We've got a personal foul call on the Longhorns. We've got a sideline warning on the Longhorns, and another sideline infraction on the Longhorns.
Fans are just going crazy. Can you really blame them though?
Oh, and then the line judge comes over. To, of course, Powell's out there. I think he's just trying to keep him safe, right? I mean, he's just trying to let you know, hey, I'm here to support you, so don't scoot me back. But had he been doing his job, Coach wouldn't be that upset.
Yeah, I agree. Well, as far as I can tell, it's 4th down and 3 right here. I'm not really certain about the rule book here, but he signaled 4th down, which is odd to me. but they didn't score. And, I mean, I don't know what we're going to see right here.
I mean, there was definitely some extraterrestrials.
Sorry. Whoa!
That's like a 52-yard line. It's like a 52-yard line.
There's definitely some extra contact right there. But, I mean, if you're not going to call what happened on the sidelines right there and then whenever Danny Brock got suplex, you can't call that, especially this late in the game.
Late hit on Gerber on the far sideline. Late hit on Brock up on this sideline. Yeah, suplex over here with Brock up. I mean, I'm surprised that they can call any of this stuff. But it's a 4th down and 3 for Bonita. They're trying to get their 12 fans riled up here. They call it timeouts. I'm being on, but they don't have very many people here compared to
I'd say it's 13.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not. Hey, here's the funny. This occurs in better. Okay. You guys remember when the Charlotte Bobcats were
Speaking of that, I played NBA 2K12 against them. Dropped 80 points.
I believe that. Okay, so they were terrible, right? Love the Charlotte Bobcats. And I'm watching Sports Center. Scott Van Pelt, one of my favorite anchors of Sports Center. And he's like, all right, we're gonna go to some Charlotte Bobcat highlights where there are literally dozens in the stands to watch. That's so funny.
Is that kind of like going like Major League? Back to Bob Uecker?
Yeah, right. Definitely. So funny.
Scott Van Pelt is a G. He's awesome. What's the show that he has? One time Baker Mayfield was on that show. He was on multiple times. It's pretty awesome. Baker Mayfield's pretty good.
All right, 4th and 3. Huge opportunity here for the Longhorns. The offense is out on the field. They are not going to kick a field goal here. Longhorns, to keep their hopes alive, have to get a stop. And it's going to be a handoff to number 12, and he
does not get it! What a stop by the Longhorns after all of this controversy. Huge right there. Wait, no late hits, no late hits.
No late hits.
Okay. I mean, still, we have a minute and 32 seconds left, no timeouts. We have to drive 90 yards down the field.
Are we on the 2? Where are we at? We're on the 4.
96 yards, that's not too bad. I can throw a football 95 yards. Because I can only throw a 4 yards and pass.
Okay. All right, here we go.
That is a good point.
1 minute, 32 seconds. No timeouts here for the Longhorns. Going to be running the ultimate 2-minute drill. I suspect it's going to be thrown in the air every single play, without a doubt. Even if backed up this far, so linemen got to do their job. Rouse lets it loose. Oh, has a man open right through his hands. Kyle Gerber.
Gotta have it.
But that's okay. Stops the clock. We're all right. Still got 3 more downs to get.
Producer Micah, calm down. Producer Micah's losing it.
We should give producer Micah a headset and then he was having every so often.
I don't know if he's responsible.
You gave me one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he might. I don't know. I gave you one, and you claimed.
Yeah, you're gonna call me irresponsible. I mean, him irresponsible. But you give me one.
That's true. That's a very good point. You said there were extraterrestrials on the field.
I'm just saying. Micah's
that is
much
true.
more responsible.
That is true. Hey, it is close to Halloween, though.
It is close to Halloween. I mean, you never know.
Well, Tyler, we've got this injury timeout. I've got to ask, man, how are the youngsters at home?
They're good, man. They're good. Yeah, about 8 months old now. Man, it's fun. Being a dad's fun. Everybody always said it was.
Being a dad's fun. That's an interesting concept.
They
do get older, though.
You got teenagers. It's fun now.
Yeah, it is. No, they're good kids. Man, just exciting. Watch them grow, and these are good times, man. Good years.
You can ask me about my kids.
Caleb, how are your kids?
Not born yet.
Not born yet. 32-17 Locust Grove. Man.
Makes this drive even more important.
Makes this drive even more important. That's exactly right. If Locust Grove goes and wins, we've got to win or they are going to jump us, as will Bonita jump us. We will be out of the playoff picture starting tonight.
Oh, wait, yeah, tonight we still have a chance to win.
It's not over yet. But as of tonight, that's where we can sit. Unless we can go 96 yards right here. Completion right there for the Longhorns.
Is that enough for the first down there?
be close.
Yeah, stop the
clock, so it's going to be good enough for the first down. And that's the key right there in a high school 2-minute drill where you don't have a timeout. Pick up the first down. You got to
Get out of bounds, right?
You got somebody down right here. It's Gerber, I do believe, yeah.
It's probably one of the extraterrestrials we're hearing from the backstage area.
Producer Micah. Just call him who he is. Call your son who he is. It's Producer Micah.
Well, I feel offended now.
It's
like verbal teacher abuse.
Listen, I'm also a teacher, and I abuse you on Longhorn TV all year round. We do football together. We do basketball together.
Definitely basketball.
Okay, so
Different part of
They should be fired in 3
Wow. This is rough. I don't remember it being quite this rough when I used to come up into the booth with
listen,
you.
it gets really contentious with Caleb and myself. I can't help it. All right, so Kyle Gerber being helped off the field here. Minute 18 left on the clock. First down and 10 for the Longhorns. 13 for the Longhorns.
Man, this game was so bleak at one point. I mean, it's still a long shot, but it's like,
hang on, we're trying to start the clock, and we're still helping our player off the field.
Yeah, clock actually went down 5 seconds from minute 22 to minute 17. Oh, my bad.
But still, refs, pay attention. I don't know about that. Straight drop back, throws it to the flats here. Brock up. Can't get anything there. Clock is still running. Longhorns have to hurt.
Yeah, that's a bit of a fun. I mean, like, if you get that first down, it's a good play call, but that's just kind of risky.
I don't think that's really warning the throw. That's really threw it. Comeback route.
Was he
caught? He was. He kept possession. Great catch there by Norman. First down Longhorns. Clock is stopped because he's out of bounds. Way to use the boundary there by the sophomore receiver.
Absolutely. You have to have multiple catches like that, or hey, one big play. Let's just say it. One big play.
One big play.
Oh! Yeah, that's definitely a false start right there.
Here's the only issue with the big play. Number 12 is there. I'm just telling you, I have faith in our guys, but we are not out there. I'm just not. It's not happening.
Is there a 10-second rule? Yes.
Well, at some point we're gonna have to take a shot, get it down here, probably go ahead and spike that ball, stop the clock, and then rebuild from there. So 2 big plays. Let's go with 2 big plays.
2 big plays. That sounds good. That screenplay blown up immediately. Would have been better to not catch that ball. I mean, I know Brock up doesn't know they're on his back right at that moment. He tries to catch it. It would have been better to not catch that ball. Got to run the play quickly. Roll out to the left. Krause, another comeback route to Norman. Norman's got to get out of bounds, and he's tackled out of bounds. 28 seconds left.
Man, Longhorns honestly, we probably still got to get another 30 yards out of it. Really throw it up. I mean, Landon Prowse is a good guy, but still young and kind of small. We got to get to
we're gonna have to at least get another 20-25 yard play out of this one, get out of bounds, and then he can might be able to throw it up and get us close.
He's got Brock up the sidelines. Brock up's got to get out of bounds. Great job by Brock up getting out of bounds there for the Longhorns.
Great play call right there. How is Danny Brock catching the football? He's got one hand. That's impressive.
That's an athlete.
23 seconds
That's an
left.
athlete right there.
Yeah.
These are the chunk plays we need. We've got stands. The fans are standing up here.
This is the most lively we've probably seen all year.
Go for the pump fake. We're trying to get Norman. Norman makes the kick out of bounds!
Made the catch out of bounds.
Oh my gosh, what a game this kid is having! This kid is a baller! And he's only a sophomore! He is only a sophomore!
Here we go. 17 seconds left. 17 seconds left.
Set. We need to take a timeout.
We've got a timeout. Hornets.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. 2 big plays.
2 big plays, Brian.
Man, we were at our own 20 with like 38 seconds left, and now we're at their 20 with like 17 seconds left.
Norman, you've got at least 2, if not 3 shots.
Yeah.
Norman in the corner of the end zone. I see that coming here, this first one.
They'll double. I'm just telling you.
He was doubled right there.
I know he was.
Dude, what a play.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's so talented.
Yeah. We have to get this boy something to calm down over here. He's got a heart rate of about 200.
Oh, yeah, you don't know. This is what Caleb does when games get close. He's so calm the whole time. He starts losing it. Producer Mike, are you okay? You're starting to have a heart attack.
Yeah, man, I don't even know emergency trips to the ER.
Hey,
I got
you have a heart attack
off.
right now, and you're staying here again.
Here we go. First down and 10, 17 seconds left for the Longhorns here. We're going to take a shot up the middle. Looked like holding on the defense. Couldn't get loose.
No flag?
No flag. 13 seconds.
So, like I said, we've got at least 3 shots here. 2 more to go. Man, defense, obviously, they're backed them off just a little bit. They're defending it well, but we've got some magic fixing to happen right here. Here it is.
Here we go, another comeback for Norman, and it's a catch!
Is that a first down?
It is a first down.
With 9 seconds left. Wow. What a play call right there. Such a smart play call right there, just not to take a shot. And
you still got to go with the play action, though. There's nothing else to do, not as far as a run.
There's no need to play action. They know it's pass all the way.
That's what you need.
Launch. Oh no, a misread.
If he runs it out.
What happened? What do we got? We got a call here?
Are you kidding me? He's that freaking.
Was it just a miscommunication of the play call? It is Bonita football. Game over.
Uh-oh.
That's the most despicable call I've ever seen in my life.
Would you be surprised if the refs screwed this one?
What happened there?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They've screwed several of them up tonight, especially on these big plays.
What are they trying to say happened? I don't know what they're trying to say happened right there. That's where I'm a little bit confused here. I saw a miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback. Quarterback thought it was going to be and it looks like he's throwing the post, or at least the fade, and it looks like Trollinger ran the out route. I have a hard time. I mean, I understand, Norman's going to be doubled, but
you have to double. I mean, Matthew Trollinger's had the game of his life.
Well, he caught it over here a while ago in a double, almost triple coverage, and still comes down with it.
Yeah, I mean,
well, this entire drive was Dalton Norman and Danny Brock.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it was one Danny Brock and then just Dalton Norman just being fantastic. I mean, Matthew Trollinger's played amazing, had the game of his life, but Matthew Trollinger is like an open field kind of guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's like an open field player. Like, he's not big end zone threat. Dalton Norman's an end zone threat.
Coach Williams still talking to the refs. At this point, I don't know what there is to talk about. I mean, I hate to say it.
Name calling, maybe eye gouging, something like that. Oh, goodness, Tyler. Well, man, it's been exciting to be back at the booth, and certainly getting Caleb involved. He's exciting just to watch and hear as he's been calling with you all season. So,
oh, yeah.
Well, he's putting his headset back on, so what's going on here? No, it's back off. He had put it on his head. He came back over. Not sure what we've got going on here. Was there a penalty possibly?
Wait. Oh, they just got to knee the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to kneel it down.
Why don't they just run the
ball? Oh, so he caught it in the end zone. That's what it was. He couldn't run it out. They got to bring it out like a punt. Caught in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's in high school. Yeah, if you intercept it in the end zone, you can't bring it out. What an unfortunate turn of events here at the end of this game. After a great game by Landon Krause, by Matthew Trollinger, by Dalton Norman, it ends on an interception thrown by Landon Krause Final score, Inola 27, Veneta 31. That takes Veneta's overall record to 6-3. Inola falls to 5-4. And as of right now, still with a district game left to play against Cashahall next week, as of right now, the Longhorns are out of the playoff picture.
Well, that's just tough to swallow. They played really tough tonight, and it sounds like through the season. But Tyler, again, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Caleb. Guys, this is probably our last Longhorn TV broadcast on Friday nights for football. It's been fun being with you this year. We will be back starting November 27th at home for the first basketball game against Fort Gibson. And guys, this has been Longhorn TV. Thanks for listening.